but you can't believe it at first. You got to wait a couple seconds. You got to wait at least 5 seconds. You got to wait until you can actually see it on another screen. Which there we go. We're live. Hey everybody, this is Johnny Beane. 5:17 p.m. out here in California. 10/1. Is that October? Rocktober 1st, everybody. 2019. Let's see, who do we got here? We're talking guitars today and metal and rock music. We have Dave, the guitar whisperer, Nesdall.
Yo.
There he is.
What's happening?
There he is. What's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Awesomes. We got John. What's your middle name?
John Moron Mancuda.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see everybody.
And also, we got Rob. Rob, what's your middle name?
Cleveland.
We got Rob Cleveland Johnson. There we go.
Junior.
This is the Cleveland Show, and I am Cleveland Brown.
Yeah. All right. Welcome, everybody. 19 thumbs ups. We got 56 watching, 57 watching.
Climbing by the minute.
I know. Yeah. You got a ton of people.
Going up like the price of gas in California this week.
Man. We got Ned. Ned's here.
Ned is in the house.
Is that Johnny Nedzall?
He's right there.
Eddie Van Halen.
There he is. So yeah, who wants to do the roll call?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Oh, thrash metal and fun riffs with the $5. Please send me some special pics for Joe84 when he submits his address to you, including the JB signature. 7/8 is here. The Chad is here. What's up, Chad? Jimmy Codd. Gary Tholander. Jim Nicholas. Joe Hervey. Hey, Joe Hervey. Mr. BHB Jr.
Is that Bruce?
Brendan B. Squared. Football Legends. Thomas Santiago. Soda. Mitch Heyman. John BL 5150. What's up, my Saturday night brother? R2R3 Locking Nut. Fruitcake Tony. Hey, what's up there, Fruitcake?
Hey, Fruitcake.
Charlie S. Linny Lou. Phil Mosley Music. Stream Elements. Brian S. Mark Dillon. Quentin James. What's up, Quentin? James Gum.
Linny Lou, I got your address. Thank you.
Black Belt Yellow Belly.
Wow. He's dangerous, but he's afraid to use the power.
That's right.
JP Paghetto. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Ben Coombs. Matthew Stewart.
John BL.
I said John BL.
Martin Taylor.
All right.
Music Therapy Laz.
Joe Hill.
HB.
Do you want to do it, Johnny, or would you like me to finish?
Oh, God, it's starting.
We haven't even been on 5 minutes yet.
Yeah, we're 4 minutes in.
Go ahead. You start, because this is probably the last time you'll speak the whole time.
Oh, that's true. Jim Nicholas is here. Alex Radford. Hey, good to see you. David Ennis. Hope feeling better, man.
You get better, David. Sorry about your rib.
Yeah. Zach Thong is here. Brendan B. Buttcheeks is in the house.
He's going to be living with someone named Eve soon.
Who is?
Eve?
Yeah, David Ennis. He has a broken rib. It's Eve.
Oh. It's not worth it.
He didn't change his name to Adam?
Boner Jams is here. And everybody that's here, you're welcome. So let's see. What do we anybody write any notes?
Well, real quick, Johnny, I just want to get something out of the way. I have Jay Hannon on video chat right now, and he wanted to just give a little preview of Friday's show because apparently Friday there's a big announcement going on, and he didn't want to come on initially, but I said, Jay, just give us a little hint. And he said, I want to talk about a certain guitar company. And I said, okay, great. So, Jay, what's your hint? Tell the audience what your hint is.
Release the Kraken.
Wait, what? I thought you wanted to talk about a guitar company. Isn't everything okay going on? I mean, I thought everything was cool now. Isn't it?
Release the Kraken.
Okay. All right. So I guess, guys, everybody better tune in Friday because Jay obviously has a very, very big announcement regarding a certain guitar company. So you don't want to miss that. And thanks, Jay. Thanks for the preview.
They're getting weirder and weirder every fucking week.
The last time I heard someone say "release the Kraken," it was my ex-girlfriend unzipping my pants.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. Unfortunately, I was only able to release a tadpole, but I tried. I tried very hard.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know. So what's new? I don't know. Dave, what's new, man?
Well, Desiree and I are going to see. We'll start with this coming Saturday. This coming Saturday will be Rob Johnson's birthday.
Yeah.
And our friend Carlos Figueroa, his birthday as well. So Rob is coming to New York, and we're going to celebrate Rob's and Carlos's birthday at a place called Carmine's in Manhattan.
Yeah, it's my 28th birthday. I can't wait. I feel old. 28.
And then the following Saturday on the the following Friday on the 11th, Desiree and I are going to see Andy Timmons at the Iridium.
Yeah.
So that's new.
Wow.
Very cool.
That's cool. Are you going to take your guitar?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get pictures of me and Andy with the two guitars. I don't think I'm going to have him sign it, but I'm going to see if we can take pictures together.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I asked Larry Mitchell to give him a heads up, so either I get no ahead of time or yeah, sure, bring it. So we'll see.
And then you get there and you get a no.
We'll see what happens. I mean, the Iridium, the place itself is kind of they're not very strict. It's a dinner place. I mean, I've seen musicians come in there with their instruments and guitar in gig bags before, so I'll probably be able to. Just it's a question of being able to get to Andy. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Bring a pizza. John Bulware in the house. Oh, and Shana Tova to all my fellow Jews. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy Jew Year. Hey! Apples, honey, brisket all around. Jim Nicholas, thank you for the gunslinger. Yeah, it's been getting a lot of love lately. I had that on the show before.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you did.
Johnny, you remember that, right?
I don't remember it.
I don't know.
I think I remember seeing a rerun. I wasn't on the show, but I do think I remember you showing that guitar, John.
Yeah. You did not see rerun.
Yeah.
No Roger, no rerun, no rent.
Oh, I think I remember you showing
Poor
that guitar.
Mrs. Thomas.
No, I
Mrs.
had
Thomas.
that. I had that. Dwayne.
Hey.
No, I definitely had that guitar on. Let's see. That one's an 88. Brian S. Yeah,
Okay.
but I had that one on the show.
Why
Butt
does it
cheeks.
sound like Darth Vader's in their head?
Buckchick says he remembers.
That's a badass
Yeah,
guitar.
So, what is it? A while ago though? Was it a long time ago?
Probably like a month or so, month and a half, 2 months.
Okay, cool. Cool.
That's a cool guitar though. I do love
Thank
that.
you,
That
man.
is awesome. Yeah.
I love the necks on those gunslingers. They're like old Charbel necks. That's what they're
Yeah.
modeled after.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Awesome.
What's up with you, Johnny?
Me?
You're Johnny.
I don't know.
What? Oh, we're on. We're live. Oh.
Hey now. Yeah.
Is this okay?
Real quick.
Let's see. I was at the studio today doing some piano stuff, learning.
Learning to see.
Learning. Yeah.
Learning to
Learn
see.
to fly.
I was explaining this the other day. When you play the guitar, you count your fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. The thumb really isn't a finger on the guitar on this hand, on your fretting hand anyway, right? But on the piano, you count your thumb. Well, let's see, on like your right hand, your thumb is number 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm having to kind of relearn, this and then, to put them together.
Does Dave's thumb count as 2?
Yeah, I think it does. I think so.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been playing piano, doing stuff around here, whatever that is. What else?
Playing with Ned.
Yeah, Ned is awesome. Ned the cat.
Ned is tired. I've never seen Ned this quiet before.
Yeah,
Ned-
usually that's him at night. Usually at night, that's what he's doing. But
The
Johnny
first time I saw
was-
Ned was like 2 weeks ago. He like darted over the window, like over the couch. Johnny and I were doing a show, and it's like, boom. I'm like, Johnny, like squirrel just ran in your house. He's like, no, that's Ned.
What's sad is Johnny doesn't realize Ned passed away last Wednesday, and Johnny's like, boy, he's been sleeping a while on that couch.
oh my gosh.
What's that smell?
No, Ned, he's at a busy day because I let him out before I left, so he's been out all day. And was it yesterday? Yesterday he caught a bird, which he shouldn't be doing. We don't like the cats having birds, but and then today he caught a mouse.
Wow. He
So,
collects animals like you do.
Yeah. Yeah. Just hopefully he took care of it, because I don't want a dead mouse to be out there in the chicken coop, with the chickens. So.
Yes, everyone in the chat, today is Tickle My Taint Tuesday. So yes.
Is
Brendan B. Brendan B. Squared says a minute ago, he says, Rob, you must be running out of room in your guitar room. I said, yeah, it's actually, I got to build another room now. There's so many new toys rolling in. And I think I've had in the last week, I've had probably the last 2 weeks, probably 6 new guitars. And in the next 2 months, I probably have 4 more.
Oh, wow.
What's really funny is Rob's not even at his house. He snuck into Eddie's studio and he's broadcasting from there.
Yeah, I know.
Right now.
I know. Here's one of them over the last week. This is the
Is that the blue?
Yeah, the heavy metal guitar.
I
just
love that.
Yeah.
Dude, that blue headstock looks so freaking good.
Well, it's interesting because the story behind this guitar is that Paul Unkert built it for Eddie back in '82. And it was supposed to be a Frankenstein style guitar, obviously. And it's a very sloppy looking guitar. I mean, the way the paint job came out. And just for the hell of it, Paul painted the headstock blue. And the interesting thing is when we were out visiting Paul back, I don't know, Dave, what was that, 3 years ago or so? Mm-hmm. Paul said that, he presented this guitar to Eddie, and Eddie hated it. He was just like, oh, I don't like that. Something about the blue headstock he just didn't like. But he took it, and, he had it for a number of years, I guess. And this guitar is actually in a Guitar World ad, and they call it the heavy metal guitar, and that's because there's a set of heavy metal strings right on this side of it. Back in the 80s, a guitar string company. So it was always referred to as the heavy metal guitar. And a friend of ours, and he doesn't care if I mention his name because I talked to him today and I asked him if, do you mind if I give your name? He goes, no. A friend of ours, Cody Barra, owned the real guitar. He purchased it back in, I want to say 2004, I think it was. And he actually sent me pictures of the real one, some really nice pictures, and that's how I built and painted this one. And it was back in the 80s, it had a Black Floyd on it, which is why I put a Black Floyd on mine. And when he got it in 2004, it had a Chrome Floyd with the high E string, or actually had a black saddle on it. But and actually, when he got it, the headstock had broken and it snapped in the same area as the 5150 did, because back in those days when Paul made these headstocks, they were made out of Strat headstocks, and then he would put the piece on here and the piece here and dowel it and cut it down and all that whole jazz. And so we had to repair it because when it came to him, it was broken. But he had it from 2004 to 2009, and now the real one is in the hands of another collector who, this guy actually owns the Hot for Teacher guitar and a bunch of other Eddie Old Kramers. But this is a real guitar, and it's referred to as the Blue Headstock Frankie. And Eddie had signed it right here, in this area here. And so I went to town last week and I, painted it and tried to replicate the rough cut pick guard and everything. And so, yeah, it came out pretty cool. I was pretty happy with it. And it had the big oversized reflectors on the back. And, yeah, that's what the back of the headstock looked like.
I love the shade of blue you have on that.
Yeah, honestly, John, this in order to replicate this guitar, I actually used a color called Brilliant Blue. That's the name of the color. So all the body is actually painted the same color as the 5150. It's Chevy orange red and Wimbledon white. And the thing is, Duplicolor did not make a blue headstock. They only they made blue, but they didn't have that right color, so I actually had to resort to Rust-Oleum for the headstock. But yeah, it came out pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. I routed out the pickup cavity to make it look all like, the way that they did it back in the 80s. Has the quarter on it right here, but the quarter's upside down from the Frankie. So kind of interesting, kind of cool.
Now here's a question. What year quarter is that? Do they always use the same year quarter?
No, I mean the 1971 quarter was just, it was a random thing that Eddie just threw on there, and everybody tries to, replicate the 71 quarter for the Frankie. But I don't know if Chad ever actually pulled the quarter off the original to see what year it was. I don't know. So I just used a random quarter because it's upside down, so you couldn't see the date anyways. But that's actually a good question, because when I was actually building this last week, painting it, putting it together, I was like, should I use a 71 quarter just for the heck of it?
Well, as a Jew, I love the guitar, but I'm chomping at the bit to get that quarter.
That's funny, but no, that was a fun project. So that was one last week, and oh my gosh, there's so many. Any of you guys that follow me on Instagram or Facebook, I know Johnny and Dave and John know stuff that's I've been doing, but yeah, some really
my
cool
mic was
guitars.
off. I repost your stuff all the time.
Yeah, Johnny's been
all
reposting
the
that, and the Steinberger just came back yesterday.
Another nice Jewish name. The Frankenstein, the Steinberger.
Stein. It's all Steiny stuff.
By the
Steiny.
way, thank you, Thomas Santiago. That's more money than I make in a month. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Thomas. Oh, hey, Dane. Dane's in here. Hey, man.
Yeah, Zim's Guitars. How you doing?
Zim's Guitars. Dane, I can't wait to get to Phoenix this next time and check out your store, man. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Zim's Guitars. I remember you guys found it on satellite, right?
Huh?
Didn't you guys look it up on satellite, Zim's Guitars?
Somebody, John BL did, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
John BL, my man. And by the way, Sandra Pokernoy, how do you pronounce your name? Pokorny. Pokerny. Sandra Pokerny. Is correct. Smash that thumbs up down there, please. We love thumbs up. We appreciate it.
There we go.
There we go.
Is that that's another new one?
Who knows what this is? In the chat, guys, we're going to do a little bit of trivia here for a few minutes. Some of you guys, now I know Dave knows what it is. Johnny knows what it is.
I'm not saying anything, but I'm jealous over that.
This is a real Kramer neck. So for some of you guys, this is not a complete, just a neck. The body is coming. It's coming from Lock Custom Guitars. But for those of you that have a keen eye, you will recognize this neck. Doesn't I have a nut for it. I just haven't put it on yet.
I got 2 nuts for it.
So what's the question though? Because you got to be a hella nerd to know what that guitar is.
Who knows what this guitar is? It was one of Eddie's.
Should I say it or
go ahead?
Is it the Red Cloud?
No.
Nope. No. This is the. Okay, so Eddie had a Ripley guitar. It was actually a baritone guitar.
Amanda Coombs, welcome.
And this guitar was this one.
Bring it closer.
And pull back slowly.
Pull back slowly. Man, how come I don't remember the back of that? That's cool. That's the first time I've ever seen the back of that guitar. Is it which young guitar is that in?
That is in the Guitar Man, the latest Guitar Man magazine.
Right there.
Not the one that I have with Eddie, in the fair warning pose, with the Frankenstein.
Yeah,
it's in that.
It's in that.
Oh, I have to look at that again.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
it's basically a Kramer Beretta body, striped as a 5150 or the 5150 stripe, pattern, and it's got a Kramer unfinished headstock with a Ripley logo, and it's actually a baritone neck. This is not a baritone. It's just a regular Kramer neck, but I colored in the dot inlay here and then just put two dots here. So it's going to be this one's not going to be a baritone. It's just going to basically be a real Kramer neck, tilt back headstock, just like Eddie's was. I sanded off the finish, and I'm just going to have the body. So it's going to be it's going to be a playing guitar. It's just not going to be a baritone, but that's what it's going to be.
So where'd you get that neck?
It's an old Kramer neck I had. It's an old Kramer Pacer Special.
I know which guitar it was on. I remember that guitar.
Yeah,
it was on a guitar that you had. Was it a?
It's a white Pacer Deluxe Special.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought Dave meant your neck, Rob. I'm sorry.
Hey, Dwight Bailey.
Sorry. Dwight Bailey in the house. What's up, brother?
Hey, Rob.
Yes.
I've got a picture of the real neck. If you want to see
it. Really? Oh, I want to see that.
Thank you,
well,
Dave, dude.
the headstock anyway. That's the actual headstock right there.
Well,
that's Johnny. You got to send me that. I need that.
Oh boy, it's got crowns on it.
That has crown heads. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yep.
I gotta make some adjustments.
Wow. Nice.
Wow.
Johnny, you got to send me that. I suspected. I thought I saw. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. Yep.
Oh, that's after it got autographed. Wait, that's not common knowledge, that picture, is it, Johnny?
No, that was one that Steve Ripley sent me
That's cool.
years ago.
The late great Steve Ripley, rest in peace.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess he's not going to yell at you anymore if you show that picture.
Yeah, he was nice, man. I liked him.
John, this is the guitar you were talking about earlier. It's not the real one, but yeah, the
Oh,
Red
that's
Cloud.
Red Cloud. Yeah.
That's a cool guitar. I played that guitar.
Now
Very
is
cool.
Rob,
They
is
set
that
it
a
up.
replica of Eddie's actual cloud pattern, or is that another Red Cloud?
Yeah. It's actually Hubbard painted it as Eddie's original pattern. We saw when I was actually at Scott Smith's house back last month. Scott has a real Red Cloud. It doesn't have the Eddie signature on it like this one does. This is not the real one, but I mean it's fake. But he has a real Red Cloud. The pattern was stunningly close to this. Really was.
I got a Red Cloud from Steve Ripley.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, you know when he had like all the new old stock Kramer parts and he made a few?
Yeah, that's awesome, John.
I picked one up from him.
Oh, that's awesome. I would have loved to have.
Nice.
Really cool. And I think it has a Bartolini pickup in it.
They all do.
Yep.
They all do.
On
Very
mine,
cool guitar.
on the back of the headstock, it says Steve Ripley, but it's fake. It's not the real. I would have loved to have had the real Steve sign it. And this is, that's a replica signature of Eddie from one of the ones he did.
Yeah, that really looks fake.
Actually, it actually looks almost exactly like the real one.
It looks like the one that I've seen that. I've seen Eddie's signature. It looks like that.
It's
It
close,
does.
but it shouldn't be in crayon.
Well, are you sure he signed the real guitar then?
Yes.
He signed a bunch of them, Johnny. He actually signed a bunch of them.
No. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Just not in crayon.
Not in crayon.
Yeah. Yeah, again, guys, just remember Friday's show, big major announcement from Jay Hannon. So do not forget to watch this Friday's show. I mean, don't leave now. We still have a lot of show to do. But, just looking forward to Friday after this waste of your time ends.
Yeah. If you,
So
what John's saying, actually, if you want to waste more time on Friday, tune
Yes.
in on Friday.
right.
We have plenty of time to waste in your life.
So Rob,
We have
Rob,
hours and hours and hours of wasted time here.
Yeah, if you have no life, we're here to help you.
like the last minute and a half. The chat asks Rob, EVH Guitars, Fitness, and FA's TV. FA's.
Yeah, just abbreviate that. Don't say the actual word.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Why do you do the fake signatures on your guitars and not just leave them without the signatures?
Because I want them to be like the real ones.
Okay.
Why not?
Because it's counterfeiting. It's counterfeiting. It's not real. It's counterfeiting. You're fake.
Because honestly, Chad, the chances of me actually getting them really signed like the real ones are probably slim to freaking none. So I'd rather have them at least as close to the original as I possibly can. All my replicas in this room are about as close as you can possibly get humanly, and I strive to constantly make them as better each time. And whether Chris Hubbard's painting them or Nick Amendolara or I'm doing it, I'm always trying to make them better. And I'll continue to do that because that's what I enjoy.
You know what? If you want to make the guitars better, take the Hydra and put a blanket over it, and it will look so much better.
I know. And matter of fact, speaking of the Hydra, my actual the next let's see.
Oh, whoops. Wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
Your laptop's falling over.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. So the next replica you're going to see, or it's actually not even a replica, is going to be this one. It's going to be the Music Man striped runaround guitar. This is again a Chris Lockneck.
There's no body.
It's got the thumb wheel.
The real one has the body.
Is that the Van Halen air guitar?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the
right.
body.
That's a travel guitar, right?
So the body will be here next week, along with the Hydra guitar.
You have to imagine what the body looks like.
And again, this was painted by Chris Hubbard. And
Zeke.
Here it is. That's the body.
That looks good.
That looks great, Rob.
And it's coming in next week, along with a Hydra guitar, a Megazone, which is the most ugly guitar on the face of the planet.
Oh my God.
I agree with John.
My retinas! Ah!
I know, right?
So
it is. It is. It's the ugliest guitar I've ever seen, but the price.
I like
right.
it. I think it's cool.
How do you go to the bathroom with all that stuff on?
Yeah, I know, right?
You're going to the bathroom now?
With all that stuff on.
Oh.
What's funny is we don't realize Rob's sitting on a toilet right now. That's the bathroom.
That's Rob's bathroom.
Yeah, I'm in my bathroom.
Van Halen striped toilets.
Yeah, you gotta see my guitar room. This is my bathroom.
I thought I heard an echo. Wow.
You gotta reach in the toilet and pull out that Hydra.
Yeah, I know. That's where it comes from, is the toilet, I think.
Oh, I know a guy that plays one of those, a real one. You know, because they made them.
I mean, they're all real.
And I know a guy that actually plays one. And the paint graphic looks like a butterfly, but it's the same body. It's the exact same body shape.
Is it Wayne Charvel made one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. It was a Charvel made guitar.
But I know after he broke off from the company, Wayne Charvel was making them.
Yeah, it was the same guy that built the.
It's a recent one.
The Bumblebee guitar for Ed. What was the
recent.
guy's name? The guy with oh my gosh, Dave, help me out. Johnny, help me out. What was the guy's name?
Mr.
What, the guy with all the Van Halen stuff in the background doesn't know?
No, the guy with the black hair. There's
Dave,
a
what's
picture
that from the Flintstones?
Yeah. My name is Mr.
Oh, yes, I'm Mr. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, nice to meet you, Mr. Blah, 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 blah.
There's a picture of Eddie wearing a Rolling Stone shirt next to the guy with the long black hair.
Oh,
Sandoval.
Yeah, Sandoval.
Oh,
Carl
Sandoval.
Carl.
Yeah,
Carl Sandoval.
Carl Sandoval.
Carl Sandoval.
He's the one that built the original.
Well, he built Randy Rhoads' polka dot guitar.
Yeah.
That's his claim to fame right there.
Mm-hmm.
So
my claim to fame is my name is Mr. Huh?
He also had something to do with the Hydra?
He built it for Eddie.
Oh,
Yeah, well.
And Eddie never spoke to him since, right?
Can't win them all.
Eddie was mad at him right after that. Speaking of Eddie being mad at people, did you guys, I know we've talked about this before, but maybe you guys in the chat didn't see it. They're playing again that video where Eddie's on his way to the farmer's market and the guy's like trying to talk to him on video. And then he's like spying on him buying vegetables. And just so you guys know, that's from 2017 because everyone's putting it on YouTube now and saying,
he looks
very healthy. What are the rumors? He looks great. That video is from 2017. But, you know, I watched the video again this morning. It's so funny. And he's like trying to walk away from this guy. And he's like, you know, I had a Van Halen shirt, but it was a knockoff when I was young, and that made me cool. And then he's like, good. And then he's trying to walk faster, and his wife's like this, you know. And the guy's like,
yeah.
So why do you make guitar faces? I don't know. I just think about it. And he's walking along, and the guy's like, you know, but you know, I won your golf shoes. Okay, good, nice, thank you. And you know, who's your biggest guitar influence? And then for a second, he had him. And then he's like, well, I really like Eric Clapton. Oh, well, you're way better than him. And then he's like, and then he just keeps like walking even faster. And then he's like, okay, have a nice day. And then you just see Eddie like buying vegetables in another shot. And the guy's like stalking behind him with a camera. Like Eddie doesn't even know he's being filmed. It's like, how creepy can you get? You know, the guy's like spying on Eddie with his phone.
Those are the kind of people that, you know, those kind of like, you know, the famous people are like, go away, just go away. It's so annoying. I can only just watching that video, not even being a rock star or a famous person, would make me just annoyed. You know, it's like, go away.
So
yeah, and the real
stupid questions. You know,
the real problem of it is the guy holding the camera is Michael Anthony. No, it's not. It's really not. But at least I don't think it is. But no, the video's kind of disturbing. Like if you guys watch it, it's only like 1 minute and 36 seconds. But it's like the most uncomfortable minute and a half you've ever seen. Like
you can see Janie just like, Eddie, tell this guy off. Tell him to go away. You know?
She's like trying not to even look at him. She's just walking faster, like 9-1. Just say the word, Eddie. Just say the word. I'll dial the last one.
Yeah, I know.
You know, being his publicist, she should have taken care of that for him. Just saying. Just throwing that out there.
Joe Hervey says it was him.
It was you, Joe. Well, John, have you ever dealt with paparazzi?
I've had people like fans come and like follow me like for stuff, but I stop.
You had fans?
I like fans, you know? I don't care where I am. I've been on phone calls and just like hung up because I see someone like waiting to talk to me at a convention or something. I'm thrilled about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean, doing what you did though, you were on Lost and everything. I mean, that was a massive show. I mean, you must have had plenty of people coming up to you for all that stuff.
No, we just did the 15th anniversary of the show, and I got like a load of messages and PMs and stuff like that, and that's great. But I love that shit. Yeah. See, I get into this to talk to fans. But like Eddie has, you know, 1 billion times more of a fan base than I do. He can't walk down the street without people approaching him. I walk down the street, maybe someone will like stop me in a supermarket once in a blue moon for like Hollywood Treasure or Veep or something recent, and you know, and like they'll just say hi or something or whatever. But like Eddie, when you're like that level of fame, you're like, you know, you have like, you know, people like will stop you every second to like take a photo or you know, video you. I would be thrilled to ever achieve that level of fame, but some people just don't want it, you know?
Right.
He likes that shit.
Huh?
He likes that shit.
He likes that shit. No, but you can't blame someone for like sitting down for a meal with their family and like, you know, they don't want to be bothered. I mean, you know, I told you my Hasselhoff story, you know, at Comic-Con. We're sitting down, like having lunch at table next to each other. We're just casually shooting the shit. And some woman just comes up behind him and he's got like a big barbecue sandwich dripping down his hands and he's got sauce on his mouth. And he's just, you know, kind of talking to me with his mouth full a little bit. And this woman just comes up behind him and goes, "Oh, Mr. Hasselhoff, can I get a photo?" And he's like, "Can I put my husband sitting there, smile, honey. And, you know, it's like they like totally ambush the poor guy. I mean, like after they finished, he looks at me like barbecue sauce all over him. He's like, "What the fuck just happened?" Very fun.
Yeah, I saw a guy one time. I was having lunch at a Mexican restaurant in Berkeley, and there was a guy sitting across from me, and I looked at him. I recognized him, but I didn't bother him. But he was he was
Dave Nesdall?
Yeah, that's how we met. That's
at the bagel shop. Yeah.
If you guys are Star Wars fans, you know, OG, you know, Star Wars fans, you guys remember this guy named Phil Tippett.
Tippett.
The guy that did
Tippett.
Tippett. Oh, no. The guy that did the Rancor in Return of the Jedi. That was the guy that actually did that. And if you guys had any of the Star Wars trading cards, you know, as kids, you'll see cards with this guy named Phil Tippett doing all the model making and stuff. Anyway, that was him.
Really?
That much of a
awesome.
Star Wars nerd. I recognized the guy as he was eating a burrito.
See, but I wouldn't recognize someone like that.
I wouldn't either. And I was a huge Star Wars fan. I had all the trading cards and stuff, but I would not remember that.
I'm still a huge Star Wars fan, and in my day job, I deal with props and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I still wouldn't recognize him.
I had because I collect a lot of the Star Wars like documentaries and stuff.
Okay.
A lot of like the old stuff, from Empire, Jedi, the original movies. So I guess that's how I knew what he looked like, just because the recent like Attack of the Clones and all those movies, they have all like hours and hours and hours of like bonus stuff, right?
Right.
And you would see interviews with him in that stuff. That's probably how I knew what he looked like today, anyway. And then I looked it up, and it turns out he had a studio just down the street from that restaurant that we were eating at. So it was him. But long story short, what I'm trying to say is I didn't bother him. I saw him, I waved, and then
he was probably like dying for someone to recognize him.
Yeah, Johnny, you could have made his day.
I was in charge of the Rancor. Mothers are like scuffling their children away. Leave us alone.
I know the mothers are like the Rancor. Stop being. What's the matter with you? The Rancor.
Uh oh.
Yeah,
were those beats?
I'm the Rancor.
He actually is the Rancor. If you watch the Return of the Jedi, special documentaries and stuff, that was a puppet, and he was the one controlling the puppet. That was actually
he was the puppet master.
Wait! I'm sure you'll recognize me now. Arr! Arr! Arr!
Hey,
you guys don't recognize his hand?
Hey kids, you want to see my? Like, let's get out of here.
It's a good thing that beeped that.
Children, come on!
He's his own dump button.
He doesn't even know. Don't tell him though; he'll get mad.
The real Darth Vader helmet from Empire just sold for over $1 million.
That's crazy.
Wow!
At auction, at where I work. So,
Did you get to try it on?
But I don't want to try it on. But yeah, I handled it. But like, I wasn't sitting there. No, I mean, I handled it.
While you were looking at it, you were handling it.
Knowing my stupidity, I'll put on the fucking thing. It'll like stick to my face. Or it'll break. And then I'll be on the hook for like 1.2 million.
I know, then you got to buy it.
It'll be like Homer Simpson with a plunger on his head.
Yeah, John, we've got to deduct this from your paycheck.
It's like it won't come off. He's like,
watch,
so
I'll
funny.
cut my eye with the plexi.
oh, man.
Yeah.
Jay just says, Rob, your microphone. I would assume that means it's actually working for once, right?
Well, it is mostly. Every once in a while, you get a tick 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 type of thing going on, but it's mostly. It sounds great.
Okay. I think if I don't touch it or put anything on the little table that's next to it, it's great.
Yeah, it's probably your cable. I think.
What do you mean?
What are you referring to, Rob?
If I don't touch it, it stays small.
Oh. Yeah, that's cold water for me.
Yeah. Oh gosh, that's funny.
So I assume you guys heard that Jay's big announcement is he's replacing James Hetfield.
Oh, is that true?
That's what I heard. And there are so many people that could replace James Hetfield.
Mm-hmm.
Lot of people. I could make a long list.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be Metallica without it, because then the band, other than Rob, the bass player, the band would really suck then.
No, look, I like Kirk too. I like Kirk and Rob.
You've got bad ears then.
Listen, all I could say is up through the Black Album, Metallica made some really great music. Now, you may not like the whole wah pedal thing that he does, but you know what? I like the music. After the Black Album, it sucked dick harder than Tracy Lord's. But, the Load album was very aptly named.
You know what I like, though?
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say the only thing I was gonna say, I actually did like Garage Inc. I did like Whiskey in a Jar, and I love that song. It's electric when they redid that. I mean, that's just a rocking song.
Oh, the electric slide. Yeah, that's at every bar mitzvah I go to. It's electric.
You know, I just don't like Hammett's tone. I don't like his note choices.
I don't like his drummer.
I don't like him either. I don't think many people do. I don't think many people like him. But whatever. I'm not going to go through this again. Jay's probably biting every fingernail off his hands.
Hey, James. Good to see you, James. Actually, I tagged Jay in a tweet this morning. The Music Zoo is carrying the new Kirk Hammett signature
ESP.
Douchebag.
No, Dave, you can't say that, man.
Why not?
That's the one word that flags you instantly on YouTube.
Really?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. It's true. I'm not kidding. I'm not
Kuda
joking.
says fuck every 5 seconds, and I can't say that?
Fuck is a good word. I like the
truth.
fuck.
The truth.
That makes no sense. But okay, I won't say it again.
I'll be right back. I got to get something to drink.
Once he hears fuck, he's right on it. He's got a girl waiting right in the next room.
Look at that room.
That's some room, man. Look at that. Eddie Van Halen's looking at that right now and is totally filling out a restraining order.
That's right. Absolutely.
You know that.
That's just a bunch of weirdness.
No, but like, okay, and make no mistake, you know, I'm glad, even though I don't like James Hetfield as a person, I'm glad that he's like going for treatment for his alcoholism, because that takes a lot of courage, and I have a huge respect for that. And you know, I have a lot of friends from the 80s that were in bands that, you know, did that. Mark Kendall of Great White, very well-known alcoholic that, you know, totally went sober, and he's better than ever. 8 years sober, and so many others, you know, when Crew went clean, they sounded better. I mean, it's the right thing to do. With that said, if someone were to replace James, I'm just curious who you guys think would be like a great choice as a vocalist for Metallica. Vocalist / guitarist.
I know. Can I give you my answer?
Absolutely. I'm asking.
Dave Mustaine.
Ooh, you bet. I like Megadeth better than Metallica, actually. I think he's a better writer.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I like Metallica better than Megadeth myself.
Okay, fair enough. What do you think, Dave?
I don't know.
He doesn't care at all.
I love Johnny.
Who is the singer from TNT? What was his name?
10,000 lovers.
Ted Turner?
No.
Turner.
You're thinking Ted Poley from Danger.
No, Ted's from Danger. I couldn't see that mix. And I love
Tony Harnell.
From TNT.
Yeah.
From the Chili?
Thank you, Claude G. Wow. That's a good one.
He's got a voice. I mean, he still has a voice like crazy.
Mike Neese, you're misspelling my name. It's Jon. Let's see. Soda also likes Megadeth more. And again, I like both Metallica and Megadeth. I just think for writing, Megadeth writes better songs. I think Mustaine, right out of the gate, was just a better writer.
Thrash metal. Actually, I do like Green Day. So stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
I don't know. Dookie sounds like something I left in the toilet. Nah. Let's see. Yeah, Krellbar. We're talking singer and guitar players. So someone who sings and plays guitar, which Megadeth Mustaine does.
But John, you say Megadeth writes better songs. Are you talking about just songs in general, stuff that's not on the radio, or stuff that wasn't?
I'm talking about lyrics. I mean, neither of them gets a lot of airplay other than like Enter Sandman and Unforgiven on Metallica's side. And Megadeth doesn't get a lot of airplay at all. But I mean, I like Mustaine's lyrics. I think he's a better lyricist. You know, I think Peace Sells is a great song. I think it's really smart. Let's see, what else did I like? I mean, there's just so much. I mean, I really like Dave's writing. I mean, it's thinking man's metal, you know? He's got a progressive way of writing lyrics.
I saw him at NAMM one time.
I mean, I saw him in backstage at a concert. I mean, he just does his thing and can be left alone. A lot of people in the chat, by the way, are saying Sebastian Bach should front Metallica. I don't know, man. Bass is a great frontman. He can't play guitar, though. But he's a great frontman.
So it should be somebody that can play guitar.
I would think.
Wow. Well, he's a rhythm player, right?
Yeah, because Kirk's lead. Kirk's lead.
Yeah.
And so does Marty Friedman's solos are way harder than Kirk Hammett's solos.
That's probably true.
You're welcome, Dave Ennis.
David Ennis. I saw Marty Friedman at NAMM one year. I just gotten out of my Uber and I was walking up to the center. Like, John, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Sure.
You walk up to the convention center, like through like the back, and there was a kind of like last year how we were seeing those food trucks.
Right. Sure.
I was walking by and I saw Marty Friedman at one of those food trucks.
Well, he had a solo show last year, if I remember. I think he had like a solo show at the House of Blues last year.
Probably, yeah.
A couple of guys did.
So Chiaki, I think has the perfect name for Metallica, the perfect singer and guitar player, Devin Townsend.
Who's Devin Townsend?
Man, listen to Steve Vai's Sex and Religion record. He's the singer and second guitar player on it. He's just incredible.
Rob, who's that in your hands? Who's that adorable little pup?
This is my new girlfriend. No.
Nice.
No, this is Barney. This is my buddy.
It's a dude.
Yeah, he's a Chihuahua.
He was watching.
Rob likes that big black cock. He's adorable, man. You just got him?
No, I bought him for my ex-girlfriend a couple years ago, and when it didn't work out, she didn't want him, so I took him.
Wow.
And that ended up being probably the best thing I got out of that waste of a relationship. So, yeah, it is what it is.
I miss, my ex-girlfriend has two dogs that I really miss.
Yeah, it's tough when you. Yeah, I know. That's a hard thing. It sucks. I know.
Well, it's not bad enough. I miss the relationship, but I also miss the dog.
I know.
I miss everything, you know.
I know. I hear you on that. We broke up the first time, and she kept the dog, like 2.5 years ago, and I missed the dog and her. And then we got back together, months later, and and then the dog just kind of stayed with me, and I brought her out to California to the NAMM show. I mean, I think you met her. You met her at one time.
I did. I met her. I met her at the Hard Rock.
Yeah. Johnny met her. Dave's met her.
Yeah, I met her. All right.
Yeah, she tried to sleep in Dave's bed one night.
that goes back years.
Yeah, that was the first time we dated.
She goes back a long time, man. Because remember, we were doing videos where you'd be driving to her house. And then we actually did a video one time where you guys were sitting there at the table eating dinner. We were watching you guys eat.
Well, the first girlfriend, I know. She was making sausage with mustard.
She was eating hot dogs, and everybody was excited. Remember
That's the type of girl you want, Bob. She's obsessed with hot dogs and sausage. You have any zucchini in the house? We have carrots tonight. I need popsicles for dessert. That's the girl you want.
The first girlfriend I had after my marriage, Kate, you guys remember her too, because we dedicated that guitar to Vinny. and she was on the show that time. And then
Yeah.
that one, then the other one came, and then there's been, I don't know what, Dave, hundreds of others in the last 3-4 years.
I stopped counting. I don't know. I think you had more.
It's like watching Seinfeld.
Sure.
Different girl running in and out.
John, let me just say this. I've been enjoying my 40s, okay?
Rob has had more girlfriends than I have guitars.
Mhm.
I think that's probably close, yeah.
And a lot of them have been on these shows. So if you guys go back the last 2 years,
You'll
Yeah.
see
Three-
like the revolving
3 years,
girlfriends.
you'll see them in these videos.
Oh yeah, actually there was one just a couple of John remembers the one I'm talking about, the last one a few months ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't the last one. She was the last one that was on the show, but
There you go.
And she'll be the last one.
Yeah, that's the last.
She will be the last. She will be the last one on the show. I can guarantee you that.
Yeah, the only girls allowed on the show now are in the chat. Those girls, they're our audience. We love them.
Right. So I got something else to show.
Oh God!
You gotta know you guys gonna like.
Better not be.
Racket.
So this guitar here,
Oh,
you-
Where's
dude.
the rest of it?
all you guys have seen before.
When's the headstock come in?
Yeah, I know. The headstock hasn't come in yet. This
Is that
is
a
my.
pizza?
Let him talk, John. God.
This is my 1985 GL2T Newberg Steinberger Transtrem guitar. And I've had this guitar for many years, and I painted the faceplate myself. Some of you guys know the updated story on that. I'll just say that. But I was at Dave Nesdall's house probably about, what, Dave, 3 months ago?
Maybe.
And Dave just got his guitar, his GL. And he said, you should bring this to Don Greenwald, who manages Headless Guitars. And I just talked to Don yesterday, and he told me to go ahead and talk about this if I want, because, it gives them business. Don Greenwald is the gentleman who now owns and runs Steinberger, and it's under the name Headless USA. And Jeff Babbitts is the lead technician that worked with Ned Steinberger back in the 80s and actually built Eddie Van Halen's guitar, his original guitar. And after all these years, Ned sold the business, obviously, and now Don has it. And both Don and Jeff are masters at Steinberger. They know everything about these guitars that there is to know, every little piece of history, every little update, everything you can imagine. So I dropped my guitar off in Poughkeepsie, New York at Headless USA 3 months ago to have it kind of looked at and gone through. And I'm not going to throw a price out, but it was a lot more than I expected because there was a lot of things that needed to be updated on the guitar. The Transtrem was completely rebuilt, down to saddles and rollers and every little thing you could possibly imagine. Brand new Transtrem bar, brand new pickups. These are brand new 85 EMGs. Knobs. These are brand new Steinberger knobs.
Did he give you the old ones?
Oh yeah, I got everything back. Everything's back.
Rob, hold on. How big is that whammy bar? That looks like the shifter on a steering wheel.
Yeah, it is. John, you're right. It's a massive bar. It really is. It sticks way out.
Holy shit.
And the reason it does is because when you play it, you want to have enough clearance so you can strum your chords and at the same time, use your bar. And it's
bird's eye.
It's really awesome. And so they brand new frets, complete new refret. It has what's called the 0 fret mod, EVH mod, which I did not know what that was. But what that means is back in 1985, when Eddie started playing this guitar, he would do string bends down on the lower registers, the lower frets, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th fret. And he would do a massive string bend. What would happen is on that 1st fret here, the string would bend And even though it's locked into place here at the ball end, it would not quite come back exactly where it needed to on the fret. So he talked to Jeff Babbitt about it back in the 80s, and he said, what do we do? And they came up with what was referred to today as the 0 fret EVH mod. Little tiny notches put in that first fret so it does not allow string slippage on that first fret. And that's what's referred to as the EVH 0 fret mod. So, I
wish they did that for condoms so it could prevent slippage.
We got a brand new battery cover, brand new jack, plate, total trans trim rebuild, brand new pickups, brand new pots, new bar, all new refret, and he actually polished the guitar and buffed it. So you can't tell, but it's literally like glass. It's basically a brand spanking new Steinberger GL2T now, and I'm so happy with it. It did cost a pretty good chunk of cash. I did have to offload a couple of guitars, which I've actually recently got back since then. But
they saw you coming.
Yeah, but it was totally worth it because this is a guitar that I probably would never be able to acquire again today. And I was lucky to be able to get it back 18 years ago. And for those of you guys that have seen my personal show and some of the old shows that Dave and Johnny and I did, I actually sold this guitar maybe 15 years ago, and I regretted it. And I didn't have it for like 3 years, and I was able to get it back, believe it or not. And now I'm glad that it got the update, and I could not be happier. This guitar is just, it's amazing.
Is that like the one Valerie Bertinelli chased David Lee Roth with, threatening to hit him with? I've heard something about online that's your favorite guitar to play. Is that true?
It's not necessarily my favorite guitar to play because it's so small, and they call it the broomstick guitar. It's a very to me, it's light, it's nice, it's got amazing action. I love the action on it, but it's a difficult guitar to play because the balance is just not quite right. So it's probably my favorite guitar because I love the Van Halen Summer Nights 5150 tour Get Up. The 5150 OU812 tours they're just magical to me. Looking back at those, watching Eddie play that exact guitar.
Sure.
So it's my favorite guitar that that and my 5150. But it's not necessarily my favorite guitar to play because it's just it's not easy for me to play it. I can play it and I love playing it, but it wouldn't be something I would go to all the time to play because.
So just visually, it's like a nostalgia kick.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Plus it also does this.
Yeah. Dave, is your whammy bar as big as the one on Rob's guitar?
Yes.
That thing's like something you could stick out the window.
Yeah, genetics has nothing to do with it this time.
Jesus Christ.
Dave's guitar is exactly the same as mine, except my faceplate's striped and his is not. I think they're both 85 Newberg guitars, too.
Yes. My serial number is 5174.
And mine is 3521.
By the way, we have 117 in the live chat. Could we get a couple of thumbs up for these Steinbergers, please? Just putting that out there.
Now, John, let me ask you. With your massive guitar collection, I can't believe you do not have a Steinberger guitar.
Right.
How do you not have a Steinberger Trans-Trem guitar?
You know what it is? I have no nostalgic attachment to a Steinberger except for White Lion. And even with that said, I never liked the look of a headless guitar personally, even though I think the 5150 Bodor is very cool. I think it's a good piece.
Right.
But to me, I have to enjoy playing it. And I don't know, it's just small and stubby. It's like my real cock. It's like, I don't know. If I Maybe if I take a Steinberger in the shower, I'd enjoy it more. I don't know.
But no, but I mean, in all seriousness, I do know what you're saying, John. I mean, that's what you just asked me a couple minutes ago. You know, do I enjoy playing this guitar? Yes, I love playing this guitar. But is it something that I would want to play all the time? No, it's the balance. It's just too weird to play. It's very light. It's hard for me to play it.
It reminds me of like when Michael J. Fox in Back to the Future was in front of the big speaker, and he had that
Chiquita banana guitar.
Yeah, you know, it reminds me of that. You know, just one of those moments. I don't know. Like I said, I love Vito Bratta, but like I never wanted his guitar. You know,
it's definitely ahead of its time though. Back in '85 when those came out, I mean, Ned Steinberger, as Eddie Van Halen has said, is an over-engineer. I mean, the guy figured out how to do something that I don't think to this day anybody's been able to figure out in order to, you know, to be able to transpose and use that bar and allow each string to be cammed in such a way that it goes up and down with each other in a chord, in tune. That's an ingenious event. I mean, it really is. It's amazing.
I mean, look, engineering-wise, it's a cool guitar, but, you know, Sonia in the chat just said it exactly like I'm thinking. I prefer a neck with a head on it.
Yeah.
The guitar looks good without it.
Hey, Craig.
I agree. I totally agree. Totally agree.
Craig!
What's up, Craig?
Craig!
Hey.
Soda says it's short and stubby and hung like a light switch. Not talking about guitar. That's cool.
Is that Craig CHS Guitars?
Yeah. That is.
So I picked up my Steinberger yesterday and in Poughkeepsie, New
York.
York.
On the street corner?
And it's got a nick on it now.
On the way back, Craig lives about 30 minutes away from Poughkeepsie, New York, so I swung into Craig's place and dropped off my Kramer. Craig is going to be repainting my Kramer Pacer guitar. Cool. He's going to be doing it like a midnight blue. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Hopefully, Craig has it ready to go for EVH Con.
Now that song is stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Midnight Blue.
Oh, yeah, right. I know, right? And I got a chance to see and play through Craig's rig. Craig's a great guy. He's a great friend. He's a great, he's a great businessman.
Basically, he's just great.
We love Craig.
But he's also got an amazing rig, and just playing through his rig was, it was amazing yesterday. I had a couple beers, so I really didn't get a chance to really. Yeah, well, I mean, I remember it, but I wasn't really playing at my top speed, so to speak. But Craig got a chance to play the Steinberger, and I just want to say thank you to Craig for taking on my project.
Yeah.
And, can't wait to see you at EVH Con, buddy.
Yeah.
And here's the 918V. This is a lock custom body. I painted it myself. I custom made the little blue star.
I love the blue burst there. That's cool.
Oh yeah, you're big on that. You love that blue burst. 918V.
Blue burst.
I love that pants burst.
You would.
That Burt burst.
Man, I'm jealous of that guitar, man.
And yes, Joe Hervey, it is almost show and tell time for me, but we're gonna let Rob finish this one.
And that's a Butala neck. It's a Randy Butala neck with a lock body. Eddie's original 918V was a pointy headstock Kramer neck, tilt back as this one is. I just finished painting the headstock today. Yeah, it's a great, cool guitar.
That's exactly what it looks like, man. Oh, you need to put a ground wire on that.
It's not wired up yet, Dave. I just literally put the neck on. It's not wired up. It's just.
How's the action? Does it work? Is it set right?
Yeah, it's not bad. I gotta lower it a little bit. I gotta lower the bridge, but yeah, it's not bad. I literally just put the strings on 5 minutes before we went live tonight, and I haven't even set it up. I just wanted to have it so I could take a picture of it and show you guys.
So that you have it.
Right. So yeah, 918V.
Man, I'm jealous of that. You need to make me one of those.
I'm really happy. It came out. It definitely came out great.
Oh, that's a big stripe on that black stripe. Oof.
Yeah, it's that's kind of what I Hubbard and I kind of debated this, went back and forth, and I ended up going with Hubbard's his way of thinking. We think this is what it was based off of a couple of pictures, but the back of this guitar, this is about as close as we can come to it, but we're not 100% sure. The only thing we know is the stripe here. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. This is accurate. It did not line up, and you can tell that by a couple of pictures, and I never knew that. But you can tell just because you can see a little bit of overspray here when you look at it from this point here in one of the pictures. So I do know that's accurate. But, yeah, original Kramer neck plate, Neptune, New Jersey, and, yeah, cool guitar.
Lenny Lou's mom is watching. Let's give a shout out to Lenny Lou's mom.
Hi, Lenny Lou's mom.
Stacy's mom?
Oh, Stacy's mom. She's got it going on.
Stifler's mom.
She's got it going on.
Awesome. Hey, Lenny Lou's mom. Welcome.
Lenny Lou's mom, I apologize in advance if I offend your ears with any of my F-bombs.
At least it wasn't last week.
Yeah, I was sucking dick. Well, never mind. Yeah.
Did you see that, Rob?
I did not see
Rob
that
didn't
one.
even
No.
see it.
Don't watch it.
I did not see
God.
that one. I did not see that
for
one.
those of you that missed last week's episode on Tuesday, it's still about 7 minutes into where I come in. It's worth the watch.
She says she'll pray for you.
How to earn money to buy all the guitars I buy.
You
said it's worth the wash. That's what you said.
She says her mom is praying for you, John.
It's worth the squash.
Lenny Lou says she's bringing her mom to EVHCon.
Oh. And she also said she'll pray for me. Thank you, Lenny Lou. I really need all the prayers I can get. Trust me. She'll be waffing. Lenny Lou says she'll be waffing.
Uh-huh.
All right, so.
What else you got?
It is time for show and tell guitar.
I can't wait.
I can't wait either. I don't even know what I brought today. Yeah. So, as many of you know, I love a lot of brands. One of my all-time favorites are vintage BC Rich guitars, made by little old men in little old men in the back of Bernie Rico's shop. These Mexican luthiers were amazing at hand carving guitars with these crude handmade metal knives. No machinery. I mean, they just whittled the stuff by hand. It was incredible. Definitely a lost art. And I have another vintage BC Rich with me that I just got back from the great Neil Moser, who was busy setting it up and giving it a little tune-up. And you'll guess that it's one of my all-time favorite colors because it is my signature color. So from 1984, ladies and gentlemen, look at that fucking thing.
Wow.
This is a 1984 BC Rich bitch in pink burst. Now you'll notice it's hard to capture on film, but it's basically a two-tone pink. It's got the dark pink and blue edges here, the bright pink center. It's got DiMarzio Super Distortion. This one's a Super 2 because I really like the tone of that. It's like a Super Distortion, but a little less muddy. And a classic DiMarzio PAF in the bridge. You have your Kaler Quad, classic Kaler Quad over there. I love those. And top hat knobs. And look at all those controls. You have the baritone switch right here. This guy. The 8 different tones.
Shut that dog up.
Clone, coil splitters, phase in, phase out. 2 boosters that Neil put on, because Neil Moser created these electronics to be really versatile in the studio. There we go.
Wow, that's awesome.
And these come in a 10 string, which has four extra tuners right here, or they come in a 6 string, which is this guy. And I have both, but I never even the 10 strings. I never use the other 4 strings. It just looks cool. But
You skip over them when you play it?
no, I just don't even have them strung up.
I realize that,
Tuners are over here, and but this is the 6, because originally the bitch was called the Rich Bitch, and it was only 10 string. And at one point, people were like, you know what? I don't even use the other 4 strings. Can you make it as a 6? So by demand, they did, and that's where these guys came in. Super, super comfortable. Again, as a sit-down player, really, really comfortable. Just, fits on my lap. Very, very nice.
Do you play that guitar very often, John? I mean, was that one of your players, or
a lot of bitches? I play a lot. I have right now 3 on my couch, just to give you an idea of what
Talk about the guitar.
3 bitches on his couch.
Man, I got 3 bitches in my stall right now, laying on my couch, waiting for me to tickle them.
All them bitches.
Dude, you got me beat. I normally only have one at a time. So,
cloud inlays, which I really like, the old BC Rich cloud inlays.
Oh wow, look at those.
Yeah, this one's got a rotor board to piss off the sights people. There's the old school headstock. Beautiful rosewood on that headstock. Look at that grain. Really pretty.
that's awesome, man.
Really Grover tuners. Real nice.
Grover Imperial tuners.
And neck through. Look at the carve on that thing. That's so sexy. Just look at that. And these necks are so freaking comfortable and smooth and beautiful. I love these things. Look at that.
Oh, wow. I bet that's comfortable up high. Look at how that blends in.
Look at the backside on that guitar.
Ooh, look at the backside on. Look at the ass on that bitch.
I don't turn it over. It actually looks.
Smack that ass. Smack that ass. Smack that ass. Uh-huh.
Look at the backside on that bitch.
I licked that bitch.
Oh no!
Damn right. Damn right. I licked that bitch. I licked that bitch right where her pants stank. Yeah. So.
Oh my god.
BC Rich bitch. Really, really tremendous guitars. I
got the thumbnail now for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of these, and they're just terrific. They're really, really fun players. The older ones are great, and this one, what I really like about this, you can't really see it on screen. It's got a little bit of buckle rash, a little worming in the wood, and you can see it's got a little divot here from 80's battle, hard won, hard road. I love a guitar that's been played and broken in and just, you know what I'm saying? I like natural, real relicking.
John,
I don't want to stand it down at the factory, thrown down the stairs to make it look like someone played it, worn down in spots that no actual player would actually ever wear a guitar down. If you look at some of the custom shop relics from like Fender, for example, you'll see like wear over here. Who the fuck wears out their guitar over here?
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Anybody that wears arm bracelets does.
Okay, but you know what I'm talking about. There's spots on a guitar that just never get touched.
Okay, here's one for you, John. This always made me laugh. On Eddie Van Halen's tour relic, okay, on the real tour relic he played, where he turns the volume knob up and on and off, it's relic around the volume knob. The tone knob is relic. Eddie Van Halen does not use a tone knob, so why is his tone knob relic? That's totally inaccurate. But it's on the real one.
Exactly. Now, usually I don't like a bitch that's been used by everybody. But this particular bitch I really like that she's got a lot of wear. I like that she's had a lot of hands on her. I like that she's been backstage at a lot of shows with a lot of guys going, damn.
Only problem is that bitch is a man.
That
bitch is a man, though.
John, how long have you owned that guitar? Do you remember where you acquired that from?
I got this one recently. This was actually I saw this on eBay years ago, and the photos were really terrible. So I didn't buy it because I was really worried about the condition. And it sold and then showed up in an auction years later. And I saw better photos of it, and I said, I'm just going to send it to Neil Moser. He's going to do a beautiful refurb on it. And I said, just keep it all original, but just clean the death out of it and, make sure all the electronics are, on peak condition. Make sure the frets are in good shape. Make sure that the wood is, oiled and clean. And here it is.
That's awesome, dude. That is awesome.
Look at that paint. That two-tone paint. This is a really, really rare color.
Yeah, it's beautiful, dude.
For showing you my bitch's pink, can we get some thumbs up, please? Yeah, and again, I love the Super Distortions, but this Super 2 sounds terrific. I love that it's just a little less muddy than a regular Super Distortion. And nothing beats a classic PAF in the neck.
Right. No, that is a beautiful guitar, man.
Yeah. So that's today's show and tell guitar, kids. 1984, BC Rich Big in Pittsburgh. Yeah. There you go.
I dig that, man. That's
the one.
Pink burst. You don't really see pink burst. Not like that.
Jimmy Biter, I will not be attending the guitar auction in Vegas this month. But hey, 7 over 8. Jay wants to see the inlay.
What are you barking at?
The cloud inlays, they're all mother of pearl. The nice rosewood.
Jim Nicholas asked earlier what I use to polish rosewood fretboards with. I don't polish them. I use lemon oil to keep them moist, but I don't polish them.
This bitch already moist. Every time I lay my hands on her, she moist. Joe Herbie wants to know if he can have this guitar. I'm thinking about it. You guys think I should give this one away to Joe Herbie?
No.
No.
That's it. Dave said no. I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry. I was going to do it, but...
It's pink. You wouldn't give it away anyway.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't give it away. No, I love it.
Yeah, that's a great guitar, man. Hey, Tessie. Tessie, look at this, man.
House.
Tessie Switch.
What's up there, Rob?
Who is Mary, Lenny Lou? Is that your mom?
Probably your mom.
That's his mom. That's their mom. Yeah.
Well, hello, Mary. How are you? I am so sorry for everything.
I gotta let Howie out real quick. And then I keep getting messages. People are asking us to talk about David Lee Roth.
No.
What about?
What do you want to talk about with him?
He's playing in Vegas. Who cares? Big
We
deal.
talked about that already.
Yeah. Why? Because he said Van Halen is finished? Who is he to say that?
Yesterday, he didn't. He was on an interview, and he said that. Yeah, he said Van. What did he say? John BL.
Help us out. What did he say?
Yeah, he said something like Van Halen is done. Is what he said. I think the reason he said that was to get everybody to go to his show in Las Vegas. I think that's the reason he would say something like that.
No, thank you.
Lenny Lou says her mom hung out with Eddie in 2004.
Cool.
Awesome.
The only way I would go see Roth in Vegas is if Mike Himmel was his guitar player.
Why specifically?
Because Mike Himmel's a buddy of mine, and he's a buddy of ours.
Well,
The only way I would go
that
see
sounds
him.
good, but I would see him with a lot of guitar players.
The
I'd
only
like
way
to see
I would
Eddie
go
Van
see him
Halen.
is if somebody paid for my flight ticket, my hotel, and took the vacation time. Then I'd maybe go see him and bought me a nice meal. Why?
And
Why?
Holy shit.
Who
And
cares?
bought you a nice meal? That's what it would take?
So the Chad says he said VH is done, and Ed has his own story, so he'd let him tell it, and we'll see Van Halen in a different form than we've ever seen before.
Right. That's exactly what he said. Yeah.
Wow. So Eddie's a shapeshifter? Wow.
All right, I got that Howie out.
Jay says Van Halen is not coming back in the fashion that you know. So is Eddie transitioning like Vinnie Vincent? When you say fashion, do you mean female fashion? Women's fashion?
By the way, this is Eddie Van Halen.
Oh, Snickers Van Halen. Fruitcake Tony is speculating that Roth's been fired. Something's going on over there, man. There's so many rumors flying. Eddie's health, Dave's fired. Who knows what the fuck is going on over there? We're all chomping at the bit to find out. But for now, Roth is in Vegas. I personally, I would see him. I would love to see him. I'm dying to know who his guitarists are going to be. Krellbar says Eddie Trans Halen. How funny would that be if Vinnie Vincent was Eddie's replacement with Roth?
That's horrible.
Eduardo Moreno Porto. Good evening.
What was that, Rob?
I'm just going to keep playing my guitars, building my guitars, listening to the past Van Halen albums and all my old bootlegs, keeping the old Van Halen spirit alive. And I think, I believe what I believe is going on with them, and it's only just my opinion, which means nothing. And we're all going to find out one day what's happening. And, I really have personally no ambition to go see Roth. It's not that I don't want to see him. It's just that I have I go to see Van Halen to see Eddie Van Halen and Alex Van Halen. And if Roth or Hagar is singing or whoever, that's great. But what got me into Van Halen was the guitar player, not the singer. So as far as I'm concerned, when I see Eddie Van Halen on stage again, I'll go see the band. I did go see Hagar and Michael Anthony in the Circle back a few months ago, and that was great. But, I'm just going to keep doing my thing with the guitars, and that's all I really care about right now.
Do you want to know what got me into Van Halen? And this is the honest truth. So 1981, I was 11 years old, and I went to see Van Halen.
You saw the red guitar in the Fair Warning.
Yeah, but no, this is. I'll tell you exactly what got me into Van Halen. It's not a joke. This is for real. So, so I go there when I was 11 with a buddy of mine and his dad, and I saw the guitar, and I saw the band, I saw the boobs, I saw everything, and it was like shocking for me at 11 years old. And then I forgot about it. Didn't forget about it, but I was like, yeah, that band was cool. It was great. It was, So the next year in school, a couple of my buddies, everyone has those blue binders, the big binders. Everyone writes their favorite rock bands on them and all that crap.
It was like
Trapper Keeper.
Shush. So a buddy of mine.
Hold on, wait. Remember Trapper Keepers. Remember those?
Yes, I remember those, but that's not.
Dave, you mean that like the denim covering, right?
Yeah, the denim.
Okay.
So a buddy of mine has this big VH, the VH logo on it, and I didn't know what it was. I was like, man, that's cool. What is that? And he said, that's Van Halen. That's the Van Halen logo. I said, oh man, I saw them last summer. That's what that is. And I just thought the logo was so cool. And that's when I became a fan because I saw the logo.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah.
But then you saw I remember you talking about, you saw that red guitar which stuck in your head.
Yeah, the red guitar, and then ladies lifting their shirts in the crowd. And I was like, well, I want to do that. I want to do that.
But then you saw the Panama video, right? And you saw, whoa.
Well, by that time,
got a Gibson headstock on it now.
Yeah, but by that time, I knew what Van Halen was. I knew that I loved the band. I loved the music, and I knew what the first guitar was. I didn't know it was called Frankenstein, but I knew it was a Stratocaster.
Yeah,
with a humbucker and a Floyd Rose on it. And then I saw Panama. Well, that's a different guitar, man. That's cool. Oh my God, it's got a Gibson Explorer headstock on it. That is so cool. Stratocaster with the Gibson Explorer headstock. And then I saw it, and what really got me on that guitar, what really got me?
You really got me.
Yeah, was the spider web striping scheme on it. I mean, on the 5150 guitar, if you look at that guitar, if you look at the stripes, it looks like a spider web.
Yeah.
I was like, man, that guitar really looks cool. And that's
awesome.
why that became my favorite guitar.
It's kind of like me. It's my favorite guitar too, because when I first saw Live Without a Net, I mean, I'd heard 1984 and all that, and Diver Down, but I never really paid much attention to the guitar, that he was playing. And I saw Live Without a Net, and I was like, whoa, look at that! Like you said, Dave, look at that spider web, candy stripe looking guitar. That is the coolest freaking thing. And I fell in love with it. Seriously.
Yeah.
It was very cool. I mean, that's one thing you have to give Van Halen. I mean, he has a very distinctly cool set of guitars.
Yeah.
It's definitely his, and they look badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for the Hydra.
I know.
That just looks like a fist ramming up your ass.
It's pretty nasty.
I really don't know who came up with that body shape. I gotta say, I mean, I know I'm getting one next week, but only for collection purposes. It has to be the most ugly fucking guitar I've ever seen in my life. Really?
No, I knew why you were getting it as a completist. I get that aspect of it. I collect a lot of stuff. I get the whole completist thing, but holy fuck. I mean, it really looks like an abomination with strings.
Rob, you're a completist?
I don't know. I'm
if you are, we can't hang anymore, man. I don't believe in completists.
No, it definitely is, John. It's an ugly guitar. It's never been anything that I've really aspired to pick up, but hey.
No, I get it.
Now, you know what I do want to one of my next builds is going to be, and I think Dave knows about this. This is probably Chris Locke's already got the wood to do the body for me, and he's the carving and all that. I'm not prepared to do it right now, but probably within the next 6 months. And I never really cared about this guitar very much, but after seeing Scott Smith's, I just was like, wow, that is so badass. I'm going to do a Dragon Snake guitar.
Oh, we were talking about that last week.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that body.
It's never been a guitar that I've really cared about, but I'll tell you, seeing Scott's and actually playing it, and now Hubbard has one, Jeff Rich built it. I mean, I was just like, wow, that it's, with my collection the way it is now, I mean, it's gotten to be so big that it's
so big.
I gotta have one. I gotta do it. I have to do it.
I gotta have one.
So who's going to paint it for you?
It's so big.
Hubbard's going to do it. I'm not going to wait 2 years for Jeff Rich to do it, but Hubbard's going to do it, and he's going to go off of his because he had one done. It's definitely possible. It's going to take some time, but and it's not on the like I said, I got a whole bunch of other projects I got to finish up first, but within the next 8 months it'll be in movement. It'll be in progress, so to speak.
Like a bowel movement. Mr.
Yeah.
PHB Jr. That cap shield was used in a TV commercial in Japan. Rob Cohen, the director of Triple X and Fast and Furious, directed a commercial in Japan featuring the Avengers for Disney Japan. And that shield was used in it, and he got it as a souvenir from Walt Disney after the filming. I got it from him. So that's
awesome.
a real screen use shield.
That is awesome.
Really made of metal.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
But you said bowel movement a minute ago, John. No, the bowel movement is the Megazone guitar, right?
Oh, I thought that was kind of a cult. The bowel movement is he prunes and figs and cabbage.
Right.
Yuck.
Chad want to know what's worse, the Hydra or a Pink Girl cartoon guitar. Which guitar are you talking? The Josie and the Pussycats one? That square monstrosity that
That square one.
Yeah, Josie and the Pussycats playing that square fucking guitar.
Chad says yes.
Yes, yeah. I don't know, man. It's a real toss-up. But the Hydra's what? Yellow?
Yeah.
Yellow.
That one is yellow. There was different ones. Like I said, a friend of mine actually plays one. It looks like a butterfly. You know?
Looked like a butterfly that hit my windshield. Ugly fucking guitar.
I like it. I think it looks cool.
Johnny,
You know?
you would play one of those on stage?
I would. Definitely. Yeah.
I know what to get you for Christmas now.
Well, nobody would know it's a Van
picture of him?
Halen guitar. Nobody would know it's a Van Halen guitar if Johnny.
No
No,
one would
I don't want to hear that. Of course they would.
Van Halen.
The nerds would.
The
nerds
nerds would, but the
nerds
normal
would know.
people wouldn't.
No.
Nerds.
No.
Nerds!
You guys know me. I like something a little different.
Actually, we don't know you.
I like something a little different too. That's why I dress in drag and hang out at Death. But with that said, I won't play the Hydra. I think it's ugly as fuck. It is truly the hermaphrodite of guitars.
Yeah, it is pretty nasty, I gotta say.
Snickers. Soda says
Uh-huh.
hi. Soda says hi. Go say hello to him. Say hello to him. Say hello to
I love
Soda.
Snickers.
Soda.
Ew.
Dave is so creeping me out right now. Why are you making these licking noises with the dog in your mouth? Everyone loves Snickers. Thumbs up for Snickers.
I love that. I love this dog. She loves me
No.
too.
Krellbar says the Hydra looks like the state of Massachusetts, but with a slip fault line in the middle.
That's actually kind of true, actually, now that you mention it.
You okay?
John
You're right.
Bulwer wants to know, why is everyone holding their chin except for Johnny? Well, I'm holding mine so it doesn't drop down to my balls. So that's why
Holding our
that's my answer.
Holding our chin. What? Nobody's holding.
I
our
guess
chin.
at one point we were all doing this.
Mhm.
I got to watch the rerun.
Well, that's why you grow a beard. It holds your chin in. You know.
Johnny's microphone's holding his chin.
Brenda Hutchins, what's wrong with square guitars? It depends on the guitar, man. If you're talking like a blues player playing a cigar box guitar, that's kind of cool. But like that Hydra, I swear, I'd shoot it if I saw it.
I gotta find a picture of it now.
It's so ugly.
It is. It really is.
All right, so I got to show one more guitar before we leave.
Yeah,
It's not mine though.
Come on.
that's okay.
Fucking.
Dave stole a guitar, everybody.
No, I didn't steal a guitar.
We're waiting
So-
for a confession
So
right now.
we know I won't talk about my Les Paul, but this Les Paul is a really cool Les Paul. This is a
What's that, early 70s?
it's a 1980 Nolans Les Paul Deluxe.
Love
Nolans.
Now- Yeah, now
New Orleans.
so normally I wouldn't think twice about these guitars. They're so hit or miss. But this particular one, this one was refretted by a guy named Flip Scipio. Now you probably don't know who he is, but he's very sought after as far as guitar repair. by celebrities. So if Slash wants his guitar refretted, Flip Scipio's doing it. Or someone big wants their guitar refretted or headstock broken, that's the guy that does it.
If someone wants their headstock broken?
No. So the fret job is a Flip Scipio fret job. These pickups, these mini humbuckers, man, they sound amazing. They sound so good. It's like having a Firebird in a Les Paul body. It's so good. This particular one is not super heavy. The neck feels great. It's not a pancake body. Normally these guitars had a pancake body.
They stopped that in 78.
Okay, well, there you go. This is in 1980. But it is a 3-piece top, but who cares? It's a great feeling guitar.
Dave, is that your guitar? Is that yours?
It's not mine. I'm repairing this for a customer.
Oh, okay.
It's actually repaired already. It's all. I finished it, and man, it's great.
Very nice.
John, the New Orleans is usually they weigh a ton, and it's hit or miss because I have a light one and I have literally like a 13-pound one. So it's so hit or miss. They're either super great guitars if you can find a great one, or they just suck.
Yeah,
and you really have to have them in your hands to figure out which ones play really nice and sound really nice.
John, you mean this guitar? You mean this guitar, John?
Ah!
That's my new Hydra. That's my new
eyes. Rob, you could show me your taint, and I would rather see that than that.
Oh,
that's disgusting.
Oh,
so John Bolware asks, how do I gauge my string height when I'm setting up my guitars? Do I use a ruler or feel? What height do I like? Basically, I don't normally use rulers.
You roll.
But I do like at the 12th fret. I like it to be no higher than 1.5 millimeters or 2/32. If it's higher than 2/32 at the 12th fret, then it's too high. Generally, I actually like it 1.5 30-seconds at the 12th fret, which brings it under 3 millimeters at the 22nd fret. So if you can stick your Floyd Rose locking nut Allen key under the 22nd fret, your action's too high. If it doesn't go under, then it should be perfect without buzzing.
Yeah, that's what you taught me. Actually, when you were showing me a year or two ago, you took that little Allen key and showed me that. I never knew that until you showed me. And that's what I do right now when I adjust my string height.
Is that what Dave calls it, his little Allen key?
Yep. That's what I call it.
Yep.
Yep. That's what I call it. My little Allen key.
That's a very cool looking Les Paul, man.
Yeah, if I can't stick it under here at the 22nd fret, then
stick it, Dave. Stick it.
Then it's the right height for me. And I don't care if these guitars buzz acoustically, as long as it doesn't buzz in an amplifier. That's all that matters to me.
I think they're great.
I can stick mine under the 22nd fret.
I can stick mine under there too.
That's just because yours are too small.
Mine fits in the input jack, unfortunately.
1/4-inch killer.
Oh God.
No, but Dave, you know what I'm talking about with the New Orleans.
Yeah. Normally they're not good. Normally, more times than not.
From 1968 to 86, for those of you guys that don't know, Norlin owned Gibson, and the quality was hit or miss.
More like miss.
They had a volute on the back of the neck for a little more headstock strength, but the purists didn't like the look of it.
This one has a volute, but it's very small.
They had the pancake body up till 1978. And I mean, you listen, and some people like ripping those apart. But the fact is, guys like Ace Frehley or Fraley and Randy Rhoads, these guys all played Northern Les Pauls. So there's got to be something to them.
What's the guitar player from STP?
Oh, shoot. I would have to ask. Pete and I were just talking about that.
No, that's the singer, and that's Pearl Jam.
It's one of the DeLeo. One of the DeLeos.
DeLeo, yes, that's right.
Like Dean.
Yeah.
Is it Dean?
Dean DeLeo.
I hate drums. So.
Dean DeLeo plays one of these guitars, and he plays it all the time. I think his is a Sunburst, regular cherry Sunburst.
If you find the right ones, they're terrific. But that's also why I have, out of all my guitars, I only have 4 Les Pauls. I have a 77, which is incredible. I have a 78, which is fantastic. I have an 83, which admittedly I only got for the color because it's such a rare color, but the thing weighs 13 fucking pounds. It's a pain in my ass. And then I have an 89, which is after the New Orleans years, and it plays terrific. But this is why I have so few Les Pauls. Even though I like them, they're so hit or miss. You have to play them in person. You just have to. I could buy a BC Rich in the mail. I could buy a Charvel in the mail, and I'll know what they'll feel like when I get them. But a Les Paul, if you don't feel it in person, the neck variations, the playability, the tone, the weight, all these factors, you just have to have it in person to try it. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Well,
Great guitars if you get a good one.
yes.
Not lately.
I know all about having a good one.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do. No, look, I've talked on the show about quality lately. I'm not a fan of the quality of guitars that Gibson has put out lately. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, the R9 Historic is terrific. I played like 20 of them in guitar stores in the last year. And to this moment, I still have not found one that I really, really like. And I've played original 59s, and they felt amazing. And I'm sorry, I just don't feel the new ones have that feel as much as a lot of other people do. They look right, but something's off.
There's something about it. It's something about the new ones. I mean, they're excellent. The new guitars, like new custom shop 59s, they're excellent. But I mean, they're never going to be
shop one.
They're never going to be golden era 1958, 59, 60 burst. They're not going to be that.
Not.
Soda asks, how do I like to set my neck relief? I like to set it very super straight, almost with a slight back bow. Almost. So straight that you'd think it had a back bow. But it doesn't buzz. That's how good my fretwork is. That you can have a super straight neck and nothing frets out.
And there's a trick to that, though, Dave. I mean, I guess what I'm saying is I'm going to give a little credit to Dave Nesdahl here because I've seen how his guitars are set up and how he sets them up.
I'll give a lot of credit to Dave Nesdahl in that department.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not blowing smoke up his ass, but I mean, I have literally watched Dave work magic on setups. And I mean, to be able to say, a neck has a slight back bow, but it's still playable is almost, I mean, that's almost impossible. But Dave, I know what he means. Like you said a minute ago, Dave, you can almost have a guitar buzzing acoustically, but as long as it's not buzzing, electrically when it's plugged in, there's a big difference, and I agree with that. And I think that's just kind of a feel. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
You got to kind of have that knack of knowing how it just looks, how it feels,
the thing is, what I might find comfortable, and because of my playing style, it works for me. For a lot of people, it doesn't work. So what I do when I set other people's guitars up, after they play my guitars, and I say, "Do you like that?" Well, it's a little low. Then I just set them up a tiny bit higher, because usually I like a normal person likes their setup, maybe 2 to 2.5 millimeters at the 12th fret. That's a little high for me.
Right.
So I go a little bit lower. And anyone that doesn't like my setup, I set up, to that. I mean, I'll set a guitar up any way that the person wants me to set it up.
No one will go lower
I'm
than
not going
me,
to do.
I assure you.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I
John?
said no one will go lower than me, I assure you. I have brought down the quality of the show lower than anyone ever has.
Well, that's true, but I'm talking about guitars.
Oh, sorry.
So Dave and I like a real low action. I know Johnny plays a lot of his guitars with higher action, according to what he said. Now, John, what do you like? Do you prefer a low action or a high action?
I like as low as possible without that acoustic buzzing. That bothers me because sometimes if I don't plug in, I don't want to feel that buzz, hear that buzz. It just feels like something's off to me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe Harvey. Anyway, but yeah, I don't know if you can see how low the action on this guitar is, but that's pretty damn low. Hang on.
Darn low.
Pull it out slowly. Back up a little bit. Perfect. No, look, I have that Reb Beach Ibanez from you, and it's set up incredibly. The setup you did on that is terrific. And, I will always back you up, especially after playing most of your guitars. They're set up terrific. You have, and I'm not blowing smoke up your ass either, you have a real skill for that.
He does. Yep. No doubt.
I can't set up my guitar. I'm a buffoon, okay? I'm a total imbecile with that stuff. But I go to someone like Dave or my luthier out here in LA, and I get a setup. And I tell him what I like, and, and that's it. A good luthier can make a guitar play 10 times better than when you get it.
I want Dave, actually, when I come up to see Dave this weekend, I'm going to bring this telly out. I want Dave to set up my telly because the action's higher than I want it. It's definitely, I don't know if you can see, it's definitely higher than I like it.
It's lower than mine.
Yeah, probably.
Well, Johnny, you also play acoustic.
Yeah.
And acoustic, there's this much space between the string. You're like putting a magic marker under there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can play anything. I mean, as long as it's not too high, but I can do anything.
Anything?
There is a difference though. When a guitar is set up great, there is a huge difference.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Anything you can do, I can do too. Can you set up a guitar?
I can set up a guitar.
Well, I can't do that. Yeah, but look, I'll bet I could pick my nose like a champion compared to you.
I'm sure you can. Your nose is bigger.
Yeah, so my finger's bigger too.
What else is bigger?
The asshole I jam my thumb up is.
I mean, well, he is 6'4", for God's sakes.
Hey, Showman Blues, welcome. No, but look, Dave, what's your website again? Give your website.
What?
What's your website name again?
TheGuitarWhisperer.guru.
.guru.
Yes.
So if any of you guys need a setup or luthier work, I highly recommend Dave.
And I suggest you check out the photos page as well, because I put a bunch of photos of guitars that me and my partner have built, whether separately or together. Check them out. There's a lot of guitars on there.
Kenny Dave says, don't you think every guitar player should be able to set up his own guitar? You know what? I mean, here's the thing. I don't do well with the technical end of it. I don't do well playing with a truss rod. I don't do well with playing with a bridge. And don't even get me started on fucking restringing a Floyd. Because floating Floyd, I'm pulling my fucking hair out. Yeah, I'd rather spend money and just hand it over, tell my guy what I like, get it back, and say, perfect. That's what I like to do. I'd rather spend the money. Sometimes people are better at certain things.
I agree. And listen, just like, when a doctor is sick, he's got to go to the doctor to get fixed.
There you
There
go.
are some things that even, I don't know. And when I don't know it, I go to my buddy who is much better than doing this stuff than I am, and I get him to do it. But
thank you, Joe Harvey.
It's there's always something to learn. But as far as setups, as far as building bolt-on guitars and doing setups on all kinds of guitars and basses, that stuff to me is second nature. It's as easy to me as it was, when I was gigging 6 nights a week. So.
No, but that's the thing. You have a feel for that kind of work.
I've been doing it forever. That's why, when you work in different music stores, they kind of force you to learn how to do that stuff, or else you're not selling guitars. If you don't have a good guitar in your hand that's set up well, it's very hard to sell a guitar that's not set up well. So if you're looking to sell guitars to people, you should learn how to set them up to be able to sell them.
Yeah, well,
if
you go into any Guitar Center, and this always blows my mind, you go into any Guitar Center now, and the action's this fucking high off.
Yeah.
The guitar is always oily, and it's just, I don't even know how they sell stuff. They just take you right out of the box and hang it.
I don't even like playing guitars in the Guitar Center anymore. I don't even like playing guitars in Guitar Center because they're just so, you can't. When I have to take it home, set it up myself, tweak it to my standards, and then I can decide if I like it or not. But like you said, John, you go to a Guitar Center. I was just at a Guitar Center a couple of weeks ago, and a couple of the guitars they picked off, like you said, the freaking action's a mile high. I can't test drive that.
And you know what? I'll tell you one thing. I do like Sam Ash because, and shout out to Sammy Ash if you're watching, dude. Because Sam Ash, they actually instruct their guys to make the guitars playable. I can go into a Sam Ash, and chances are, from my experience at least, with the one in Hollywood, chances are it's ready to go.
Well, the other thing about Sam Ash that I like a little bit better is all the good guitars are behind the counter. So not everyone can just go pick it up whenever they want. You have to ask for it. They'll let you play it, but you have to ask for it.
Right.
And then you have to give it back to a salesperson for them to put back on the wall, because it's not where the good guitars are not where you can get to them.
Right.
Yeah. I came this close to buying a guitar at Sam Ash this past week. Someone got to it first, but they let me play it. But it was a homemade version of the Shark in blue, which I like. But this thing played so fucking good. It had an ebony board and a brass nut. Look at this thing. This thing was so freaking cool in blue.
That's cool.
That is very cool, and it looks like a real. It looks kind of like a real one.
I was so bummed when they're like, "Yeah, no, that one's sold. You can't have it." I was like, "Fuck!" So I left my number with the guitar. I said, "If you want to sell for a profit, let me know," because it was obviously someone's pet project, labor of love, and it played so fucking nice. And I was like, God damn it!
Yeah. I know what you mean. That
It
sucks.
played nicer than the EVH red ones. And that says a lot.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So that was at Sam Ash this week. Came this close. I missed it by a day.
Oh, well. All right, Johnny. Your turn.
Do you hear all that noise?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What is
that? Are you by the beach?
You hear that?
Yeah, what is that?
It's the fan in Rob's laptop.
It sounds like the fan in Rob's lap.
Fan? I'm on an iPad. There's no fan.
Oh,
Hang on. No, it's mine.
Wait, now it's gone.
It's really?
What is that?
No, you're right. It is gone. No, so it's not the fan of mine in my laptop.
I don't know what it is, but there's no fans going on up here.
Maybe it's the fan in your laptop, Johnny.
Uh-huh.
Mr. BHB Jr. brought up a really good point. He says at Guitar Center, you have a better chance of finding a good setup on a used guitar than on a new guitar. That's actually true.
Yeah.
Because used guitars, someone will bring in a really nicely set up guitar and they'll hang it on the wall. Somebody comes in, they're like, take the styrofoam off and hang it up.
So I got a really good Guitar Center story from this past week. Me and Desiree went, I can't remember, maybe it was Sunday, Monday, I don't know, one of these days. No, it was Saturday. We went to Guitar Center on Saturday, and on the used wall was exactly the same EVH USA Van Halen Wolfgang that I have, the Sunburst 2009. It was a beautiful quilt top. In fact, I'll show you a picture of it.
USA, right?
Yep, it was a USA in Sunburst, and that's it. Beautiful quilt top.
What do those run?
Well, normally they run about $2,500 to $2,800, but this one was $1,650.
$16?
16. Yeah. Yeah. $16 to you.
We Jews, we love a bargain.
Actually, $16.79 is what it was.
That was a good year. Back then,
I immediately
legal.
I immediately called one of my friends.
My 12-year-old cousin.
Shut up. Holy cow. You and John B.L.
We used to walk to the well 14 miles for water in 1679. We didn't have no flashy guitars.
Uphill both ways.
If you had a guitar, you was royalty.
How do you go uphill both ways?
I
Is
don't
that the
know.
joke?
But in the immortal words of Johnny Beane, shut the fuck up.
He had a fiddle I remember well.
Holy crap. God. You ever shut up?
By the way, sponsored by Bang Energy Drink.
Yeah, you should drink some less of those.
I haven't even opened this one yet, but I'm going to. Thank you, Bang Energy Drink, for being delicious and full of energy. This one is birthday cake. There it is.
Oh, birthday cake bash. Yeah, nice.
Yeah. So go ahead, Dave. You go. You continue. I'll drink this.
Yeah, because it's the only time I'll have a chance to talk. So anyway, right away I called a buddy of mine and he bought it. That's it.
That's the end? Waited all that for that climax?
I wished I could have bought it. Dave sent me a picture of that, and I was like, "Oh gosh, I wished I had that." Was a nice
$16.50 for that?
Yeah.
How come you didn't get it?
I own one already. What do I need another one for?
Well, you could have bought it and sold it for double that.
No, not my style.
No, I know.
Let someone else buy it.
You should have called me to buy it.
The reason I chose the person that I chose to buy it is because he just became the guitar player in the band called the Van Helens. It's an all female Van Halen tribute with a male guitar player, and he was asking me to look out for one, and there it was.
Does he have to dress like a woman or
no?
Okay.
And
How is it an all-female tribute with a guy guitarist?
Because there was a female guitarist, but they chose to I guess let her go and chose a male guitar player.
So it's the Van what?
Dream job.
Van Helens, Helens.
The Van Helens.
That's
do
cool.
they have a YouTube or a
I don't know.
an Instagram or?
I don't know.
Let's look. They have to. They have to. If they had another player, they have to have something already.
My favorite all-female tribute band are the Iron Maidens.
Of course they were.
I love those girls. No, they're terrific. If you've ever seen the Maidens, they're fantastic.
I tried to get in. They were playing at, was it Peavy?
They played at Peavy at NAMM.
They were playing. Were you there?
Yes.
Dude, I couldn't get into that. What year? Like 3 years ago?
Probably about, yeah.
I tried to get into that. It was
mobbed.
packed. It was mobbed. I was in the back. Yeah, I was in the back, and I could barely see Nita on stage.
This is when Nita was. Is Nita still playing with them? I don't think so, right?
No, but this is back when she was.
The Alice Cooper gig.
This was before Alice Cooper. This is before Alice Cooper. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Listen, the Maidens are terrific. I know. Well, who took her place? Nikki Stringfield.
I don't know. I don't know, but
Stringfield took her place.
Where's Caleb? Yeah, when Caleb and I, when we were at live outside, a couple years ago, the Iron Maidens came out and they did a photo shoot, like right across from where we were. You guys can see the video. There's a video of us talking, and anyway. And then
Nikki Cox is the other girl. She's terrific.
Courtney
Cox. Sorry. I don't know. I mix up Cox all the time. I can never get those Cox straight.
Oh my God.
Did you say Sticky Cox?
I love Sticky Cox all the time. No,
oh my God.
Courtney Cox is terrific.
God.
She's a great player.
Oh my God.
She's a great player. Look, I mean, the fact is the girls put on a fantastic show. Really, really, really good players, you know.
John likes corn on the cocks.
I sure do. Corn on the cocks with butter.
Corn on the cocks. Corn on the cocks. You got a corn on the cocks.
My brother is Michael J. Cox. Yeah, no.
Gosh.
Comedians really do put on a great show, and you know, it's hard because a lot of people don't take a female guitarist seriously, and they're fantastic players. Really, really, really good. So, huge lover of the Maidens.
Lenny Lou, I'm not repeating what your mom just said.
Oh, I want to meet Lenny Lou's mom.
Well, they'll be at that EVH con.
Who loves us all?
That's great.
They'll be at EVH con.
Well, I'm on my best behavior whether Desiree's there or not. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm on my best behavior too.
Who? I'm not seeing anything about this Van Halen's.
The Van Helens.
This wasn't a hallucination, was it?
Hey, is it? It's the Van Halen's.
As far as I know.
It's the Van Helens, isn't it? Van Helens.
Van Helens.
Helens, right?
Helens.
No, Helens.
The Helens.
For God's sakes.
How do you spell Helens?
HE doubles hockey sticks ends.
I'm not seeing anything.
Wait,
I don't know. Like I said, Johnny, I'm not sure.
It's gotta be one
on
L.
Instagram or anything. I have no idea.
There's got to be one L.
I know.
If they play out, they've got to be somewhere on there.
Yeah.
John, how's that birthday cake?
It's fucking delicious. Let me tell you something about Bang Energy Drink. Aside from being an incredible sponsor and friend of the show, there they are. The flavors are so freaking delicious. They come up with like all these wacky flavors. This one, birthday cake bash, you'd swear it tastes like birthday cake. It's delicious. And energy, because I'm a guy that needs energy.
No, this is
Put one of these
making me
in
thirsty.
after I already have energy.
I'll tell you what you need.
I need a doctor giving me meds to tone me down.
That energy drink is making me thirsty though. Just the birthday cake flavor. I'm like, wow, that sounds.
It's delicious. You know, I'm a guy who has like a ton of fucking energy, but I still drink these as well. So it's like it's energy on top of energy. But they really taste fantastic. I've never had an energy drink that tastes this good. Yeah, they have like 20 flavors.
I like that. Bang.
Bang.
I like the bang.
We'll get laid.
I like the
Bang. Yeah. Danger, danger. Bang, bang.
Barney, come here.
Holy hell. Johnny,
Okay.
still nothing on that?
I think I found them.
Whoopee!
Yay!
Barney.
Crap. Can somebody in the chat find them?
I'm really curious.
I'm trying to find them. I found a page that said Van Halen's, and it said tribute.
That's got to be it.
I'm trying to find them so we can
Dave
we
is
can give them
promoting it.
we can give them a shout out because Dave brought them up. It's
Yeah.
not Van Halen. Oh, it says it's
Well, maybe it is. Maybe it's Van Halen.
No, it says that's a movie.
Hey, don't you know the fucking name?
Look, my buddy is from South Carolina. Sometimes I can't even understand his
Okay, what's his name? What's his name? Or message it to me.
Maybe the name of the band is OU8S2.
What?
Message it to here.
Van Helmans?
They're mayonnaise company.
Yeah, Van Helman's, yeah.
OU8S2.
Remember that was a license plate in the Cheech and Chong movie?
OU8S2.
On the car? It was OU812. That was the license plate.
Do you remember you guys remember the white Wolfgang that I had here just recently? Rob, you played that guitar.
Yep.
That's the guy's guitar. That's him. He's the guy in the Van Helens now.
Yep.
John Parsons says Van Halen on Facebook. Gary Tholander, you think this is painful? Try waking up and finding one of these in your ass.
Oh my god.
Trust me, it ain't pretty.
Are we good?
No, we're not good.
Jesus.
I ain't going anywhere yet. It's too early.
Holy crap.
While you're looking that up, I'll just talk about there's a segment on YouTube called Wikipedia Fact or Fiction, and they basically gather together rock stars and interview them, asking if their Wikipedia page, if certain things are true or false. And they've had like Sebastian Bach and Dee Snider and Ace Frehley and just a whole bunch of people. They recently had Alice Cooper on, and Alice was explaining some of the tricks that he does on his live shows, because he's Alice Cooper. He's fucking amazing. He's a legend. Just terrific. So Alice still does all these tricks with the guillotine and the hanging with the noose.
Oh my goodness.
He was explaining that sometimes things have gone wrong. Like the noose trick, the story is he puts a noose on and there's really a piano wire hidden in there so he doesn't actually hang himself, But one night the piano wire snapped and he literally almost died from hanging. And the audience, thought it was like part of the thing. And luckily the noose was loose enough that he was able to tilt his head and slip out of it because, he's hanging.
Right.
So he was saying that, and then he says, God forbid that guillotine, because it's a real guillotine, ever fucks up because it comes so close to his real face every night, when it has the fake head and pulls him back.
Yeah.
So it's pretty wild.
Oh my goodness.
Do you guys like
that's pretty crazy,
Is it
actually.
just me, or
Mm-hmm.
what about you, Dave?
I didn't hear you.
You like Alice Cooper?
Yeah, I like a lot of his stuff. Not everything, but a lot of it.
What about you, Rob?
Yeah. I like him. Yeah, I've always enjoyed his stuff. Yeah.
That's the answer of somebody who doesn't.
Go.
I have to like his stuff because a good friend of mine, Greg Smith, played bass for him all through the 80s.
Really? Did he play during the Poison album and the Hey Stupid tour?
I believe so, yes. He played a red Kramer Spectre bass.
Because I have Pete Friesen's Mockingbird from all those videos and Wayne's World and all that stuff.
Yeah. Now Greg Smith plays with Ted Nugent.
Wow, the Motor City Madman.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wait a minute, Dave. Van Halen. Thank you, Amanda. Amanda just sent me a link to them.
Thank you, Amanda.
Dave, they're all guys.
Oh my God.
Are you sure?
Well, there's okay. The vocalist Helen Lee Roth is on vocals.
That's not
The
what
rest
he told
of them
me.
What?
What's the guitar player's name?
Ty Price.
Well, on here it's Morgan Van Halen.
So that's not the band.
It's not the right
It's
one.
Van Halen
It's not them.
from New York.
No, they're not in New York.
Oh boy.
They'll travel up to 120 miles.
They're not from New York, and they're
Van
not in New
Halen.
York.
Well, this Van Halen.
I
They
just saw
charge.
that. Dave, these are all guys.
Yeah, so it's not the right band, Johnny.
They charge $575 and up.
That's like Vinnie Vincent.
Uh,
And yes, Vista Light 1972. Kip Winger did indeed play for Alice Cooper.
Mark Dillon, no, it's not Fem Halen. It's the Van Halen. Van Helens. At least that's what my buddy calls them. That's what he says that's their name.
well, go. Do you have him on Facebook?
He just became the guitar player. So I don't
Today?
know. No, not today.
Oh.
Just recently though, like in the last couple weeks. Last couple weeks.
Well, go to his Facebook, and I'm sure
It's
there'll be
not
a
on
link.
his Facebook page. Trust me.
Yeah, he told me
why wouldn't it?
it's not on his Facebook. He called me today. It's not on his Facebook page either.
Oh, you know him too?
Yeah.
Are his bandmates men, Rob?
Listen, that's not his only band. He's a national touring guitar player. He just happens to be in this band as well.
Oh, all right, that's good.
Uh-huh.
And yes, Gary Tholander brings up Nita Strauss, formerly of the Iron Maidens, is Alice Cooper's current lead guitar player. She's terrific. We saw her at NAMM, Johnny, remember?
Mm-hmm.
With her boyfriend, very protective of her.
I've seen her a bunch of times at NAMM.
Yeah,
I saw
see
her.
her all the time.
I saw her one year. I wanted to go over and say hi, but I was hanging out with a friend of mine. We walk into the in the Hilton. Is it the Hilton or is it the Marriott? The Marriott, at the Marriott where they have the food court in the back. You know how you walk through and
Sure.
it has like the pizza place and the burger and all that. We walked through there and Michael Anthony's tech is standing there. Doogie. He's standing there.
I gotta go take a doogie.
And we walk over to him and we're talking to him. And anyway, we talked to him for a little bit. And then I leave and I'm going around the corner. And as I go around the corner, I can see back into the area there. And I see him standing there. As soon as I left, Nita went up to him and was talking to him. And
she just pushed Johnny aside like a bully. She just went to his face. Hey.
Like an old school Will Ferrell after he gets shot in the neck with the kids like push him away.
No.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy, man.
I see Courtney Cox at NAMM all the time. What's the new guitarist is Nikki Stringfield, right? Am I right in that, right?
maybe I saw her. I've seen her there.
I think
seen
so.
her there before.
She's a great player too.
Yeah, Amanda. Yeah, Amanda's trying to find them too.
Thank you, Amanda. Kenny Dave, I have to disagree with you. Kenny says if she didn't have big jugs and blonde hair, no one would care. I get the stereotype, but the fact is, Nita can play. Nita is a good player. You know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, they're all great players.
Yeah, they have a lot of credibility. I absolutely respect them. They have great ability.
They're incredible.
Lenny Lou says Guitar Chick is playing a pink and black guitar. Those are my signature colors now. Don't take my colors there. We're still looking for Van Halen.
I'm telling you, they're not on there. They're not
They have
on
to
the
be
internet.
somewhere if they play.
Why wouldn't they be online anywhere?
They have
If they're a touring tribute band.
I didn't say they were a touring tribute band. I said he just joined that band.
Are they on the lam?
They were
Are they hiding out?
I didn't say they were a touring band.
Activation? They've got to be somewhere.
They have to. There has to be something online with them.
Okay.
There has to be.
Lenny Lou, send me a message on Facebook. It's Jonathan Mancuda on Facebook. Send me a message, please. Crowbar says the band is called Van Melons.
Van Melon.
Oh no.
Some Dave dude says the Van Helen Keller.
Oh. Van Halen Keller.
Lenny Lou is watching their YouTube video. It's a news clip. Lenny Lou, send me the link, please.
Who's doing laundry?
I don't know.
That's over here.
Okay, because I hear that.
It's probably a guitar pick in there.
That way.
Still no message from Lenny Lou.
Somebody, named Steven, just left a comment on another video just now asking, should I buy an EVH USA Eddie Van Halen? Where is it?
Yes.
We'll answer him.
Yes, you should.
Sure, why not?
I can't think of a good reason not to buy another guitar.
Oh, he
Exactly.
says, should I buy an EVH USA Eddie Van Halen signature Wolfgang or wait?
No, I don't think so.
Or wait until NAMM 2020.
Ooh.
I don't think I'd wait that long.
Here, let me
How
tell
can you hold out, man?
Steven, are you watching us? Let me tell him we're live right now.
Why would you wait until NAMM?
First of all, I don't think anything new is coming out.
You know what drives me nuts, Dave? Put that body up to the screen, please.
Yes.
You know what drives me nuts on newer guitars? That truss rod wheel cut out. I know it's functional, but I just can't. I can't stand the look of them.
Well, I like it on these guitars because they're supposed to be there. They've been there since the inception of this guitar. So.
No, I hear you. It's just I'm old school.
Well, this is the old school on this guitar.
No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you now. Lenny Lou, I still have no PM from you on that link. But I'm waiting.
Lenny Lou.
What would you say are your top 3 Alice Cooper songs? I'm going down the line.
I can't name. Oh, I can only name the ones that are on the radio because I'm not that big of a fan. I like those songs.
Go for it. Which ones do you like?
Poison.
Okay.
Cat Scratch Fever.
That's not.
What?
That's not Alice Cooper though.
What was that?
I know. I'm joking.
Fever?
I'm joking.
No. What are your top 3? Go ahead, Dave. Poison. What else?
School's out.
Yeah.
Well, we got no class.
Yeah.
We got no principles.
And there's one more.
There's a lot more.
No, I know, but there's one more that I really like. It's another. It's an 80. You know what?
He did 3 of them, right? There's one more.
You're a dick.
Is that the title of the song?
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
What is it? What is it? Feed My Frankenstein? Is that it?
That's one of them.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, No More Mr. Nice Guy. That's also another one that's on the radio. It's not my favorite song, but it's a good song.
And Megadeth covered it.
What's your favorite?
What's your top 3 Cooper songs? Johnny Beane?
He's thinking about.
He's thinking about guys in drag dressed as Van Halen.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that. I can't find it.
I can't find it.
I can't find that.
You sure you got a dick?
I just sent Rob. I just sent Rob a name. You can say
laughing.
I'm not gonna say it. What did I send you?
Well, you sent me a Ted Nugent song.
Rob, what are your top 3 Cooper songs?
Crotch Scratch Fever.
What is it? Tight Snatch Fever?
Yeah.
Or Tight Snatch Beaver?
Tight Snatch Beaver.
You've got a tight snatch beaver. I want to love her and leave her.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap.
Go ahead, Rob. What are your favorite Cooper songs?
Definitely School's Out, Feed My Frankenstein. Like Dave said, basically, I'm not a huge Cooper fan. I do like him. But basically the radio hits, because I've really never paid much attention to him other than that. But I do like Alice Cooper. I mean, I think his stuff's cool. I've always liked the look, the facade. Actually, it's funny. Ted Nugent and Alice Cooper were both kind of in that same realm for me. They both were kind of that.
He's going the Johnny Beane route. Talk around it. Get yourself out of it.
Well, no, I mean, like I said, I've never been a massive Alice Cooper fan. I like the radio hits.
I mean, Alice Cooper is like, to me, he's like Kiss, where from the 70s, made it through the 80s, still classic and relevant. I mean, I just love so much work he's done. It's like, even like he did the soundtrack song, Man Behind the Mask, for one of the Friday the 13th movies. I thought that was badass, and that showed up on the Constrictor album. School's Out is a super classic for me. Poison, obviously I'm biased. I have the guitar, and that was actually the song that inspired me to like BC Rich Mockingbirds, because I didn't know what the guy was playing in the video.
Right.
I was just like, what is that super cool guitar? And now I own that guitar, but I love the song. And, I think Alice Cooper, 18, Only Women Bleed. I mean, just classic stuff.
Yeah.
This is Gene Simmons of Kiss. If it wasn't for Kiss, there'd be no Alice Cooper.
Some people have said that because
of course they did. So did Gene Simmons.
Wasn't Alice Cooper around before Kiss?
In high school.
Yeah. Alice Cooper was around before Kiss. That's what makes that bit funny, Johnny.
Oh, okay.
It is fun. Don't think it's funny, Dave.
No, I know, but I said not you, John. I said John. I said that. He said, wasn't
Johnny,
Alice Cooper around before Kiss? I said, yeah, Johnny. That's what makes that bit funny.
Kenny Dave says Alice Cooper looks like Witchy Poo. No, I love Alice Cooper. You cannot think that School's Out is not an infectious song.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Just that riff.
It's like it's funny. I mean, not to kind of get back into kind of veer back towards Van Halen. When you look at School's Out, kind of it's the same vibe as Hot for Teacher. It's that same kind of popularity.
They're both related to school, but
But that fun factor, kind of, you know what I mean?
Sure.
I think Van Halen's "Hot for Teacher" was kind of like their answer to "School's Out" for Alice Cooper. in their own way, kind of.
Hello there.
You need to
Hello.
on Facebook for me. Thank you.
Hello.
Let's see.
Amanda.
Amanda. Yes.
Good night, Bruce. Good night, Bruce.
Good night, Bruce.
Good night, Bruce.
Good night,
Amanda,
Bruce.
I can't find it either, Amanda. I can't find anything on it.
Wait. Hold on. Lenny Lou just sent me something. Hold on.
Jay says, I like Alice Cooper better than I like his music. Does that make sense? Yeah, kind of, actually. It kind of
Right.
does.
That's because Jay likes men.
Oh, no.
Just kidding.
Alice Cooper is terrific. He's truly a classic.
Mm-hmm. And he lives in Phoenix, right?
What's
There's
that to
so
do?
much to talk about on Alice Cooper. The guy's like a golf pro. The guy is like a genius level intelligence.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just an incredible, gifted musician. And I mean, you talk to that guy, and you're like, wow, this guy is like not some dummy.
Yeah. No, I've actually heard that he's a pretty intelligent individual for sure.
Really,
Yeah.
really smart.
And very
I
talented.
still don't see this. Let's see. Wait.
Okay, Amanda is looking for it now.
I think we're all looking for it. You know what's funny? As soon as we find their website, they're going to get like 50,000 hits all of a sudden.
Yeah. I
Like,
think
oh,
Johnny's just looking at the website to prove me wrong.
I just love where Johnny came out. Dave, these are guys.
Yeah.
It's like the Poison cover for what the cat dragged in. Dude, those aren't chicks.
I did not know that.
These girls all have Adam's apples and bulges.
So you must like them.
I love it. There's
Just backwards.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, Tessie, you go ship switches. Ship.
Tessie Switch is going to install a new switch. You hit the button on the guitar, they transform into women.
Desi Switch. Desi Switch.
I still do not have a message from you.
That's because she doesn't like you.
Well,
She don't
that's every woman in America.
She don't like you, John.
I
He's
don't
a-
like you either. I'm wanted in 7 systems.
Actually, I need to go let Barney out, so I got to bounce.
Barney, my pebbles.
He's been
What you
staring at me for
talking
the
about?
last 10 minutes.
He tried to steal your pebbles. Oh,
Okay, hold on. I'll let you out. No.
I've got a.
Rob, I'm really sorry. Please let me out of here.
I've got a
Maybe
video
you'll be
clip.
worried about me.
I've got a video clip of Barney eating pebbles.
That's so gross. She's a child. She's a child, Dave.
Nope, she was in her 20s on
Disgusting.
this video.
Oh. Well, I
It's
like
still a
the voice
cartoon
of
though.
Bam Bam.
It's still a cartoon, but
Bam, bam.
oh Lord.
They don't call him Bam Bam for nothing. Speaking of, Bang energy drink.
Shut
When
him
you're
up.
giving the old Bam Bam to Pebbles, give her a good bang.
Ready to go out? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Barney and I are going to sign off for the night. Yeah, I don't need kisses. You want to say goodbye?
Let me live. You're messaging the F out of me. Are you sure it's me? It's Jonathan. I have messages from you, love.
Have a good night, everybody.
See you later,
Great party, guys.
Rob. See you Saturday.
Johnny,
Let
John,
Barney out, poor guy.
Dave.
See you
Great to see
Saturday.
you guys. Yep. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And yeah, see you guys all soon. Have a good weekend. Bye, guys.
Okay, what is it? Van Halen?
Stop it.
Holy fuck. It's funny. There's also the Van Hags. That's a female group.
I'm trying to find it.
Wait, I think this chick has Van Herpes because she's got something on her lip.
Oh my goodness.
Boom,
Jesus.
boom.
I do not see anything, Lenny Lou. Lenny Lou, I can't find you. Amanda, you turn up anything? We have the whole audience looking. There's like
Amanda's looking. Let's see. We got 75 thumbs ups.
Oh, guys, we need more thumbs up than that. You know how many guitars we showed off today?
Yeah, we got 94 watching. I think
Can we see if we can hit 100 thumbs up, please?
We can hit 100.
It's right now.
Yeah,
I'm leaving. How much we get paid for this show?
I'm leaving in 8 minutes. It's almost 11.
77.
Yeah, just take a second and please leave a thumbs up for the video.
Yes.
Okay, Lenny Lou. Let's see. I'm gonna friend you. Hold on.
I'm gonna switch accounts. Okay. There's another one. We're at 78.
Lonnie Lou, this must be your brother. Let's see. There's like 5 Lenny Lou's.
Friend them all.
Shit.
And ask them if they're watching the show right now.
80.
Let's see. There's Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
81.
Young Living Essential Oils. Melbourne, Australia. There's a blonde one and someone who has a pink flower as a emoji. Which one are you? There's a lot of you.
We need 19 more thumbs ups.
If you could, we'd appreciate it.
Yes.
Because we love our audience. We do.
We love each and every one.
Each and every one of you and you and you. Not you. And you and you and you and you. I said not you.
82.
Let's see. Well, we're going on it. Lenny Lou. Wasp and Hornet Killer. Okay, let's see. Hold on. Wasp and Hornet Killer. Wasp and Hornet Killer. Which one are you? Is that the one with the flower? Holy shit. Just send me a friend request. Are you this blonde? No, I don't see Wasp and Hornet Killer there. Living Essential Oils. Maybe it's that one. No.
Might be.
There's one with a baby there. Is that your baby? I don't know. Is it my baby? Is this an attempt to get a subpoena on me? Oh wait, hold on. I have a friend request. Oh, there you are. Okay. Oh, now I see. Okay, got it.
What were they saying? They have the link to Van Halen?
She's got a YouTube link. Hold on. Okay, it starts out as a news clip. Here we go. Hold on. I'm getting a link right now. Hold on. Female Halen, Femme Halen, FEMME Halen. All female Van Halen promo.
Yeah, that's the different band.
Are you sure? Let's watch them anyway. Hold on. Wait a second. Let's see.
All right, guys, I'm saying goodnight. I got to go.
You don't want to see this?
No, I'm not interested. And it's almost 11 o'clock. I got to get to sleep.
It's almost 8.
Check out Femme Halen.
Bye.
Oh.
Yes, they're an all-female Van Halen tribute band.
Here we go. Oh, I like the pink logo.
I think I've seen this.
This is that chick that has that pink Halen.
The pink one, yeah. Yeah. Sounds like Gem, Soda says.
So this is that chick that has that that homemade pink Van Halen job like I want.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And look at the logo is pink. I want a T-shirt from these girls.
I'm
I'm
sure
going
you
to
can
write
get one.
to them. I want to buy some of their merch. It's the wrong band, but hey, I still like the pink Van Halen logo. You know.
Yeah, that's not the band that we were looking for, but
It's not the band, but we just gave them a great audience. So that's
another
that's
one.
Fem Halen. That's Fem Halen, and thank you, Lenny Lou. I appreciate that because now I have a new band I like. Yeah, no, I'm for those of you guys that are regulars of the show.
Hey, did you know that behind America's
Oh, shush. For those of you that are regulars of the show, you know I want to at some point have a pink EVH made up.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like right up my alley, and that girl plays one, not a Kramer like I want to use, but still the same sequence with the pink and black. So there's that. We still can't find the right band. Still can't find the right band. Johnny, how many thumbs up do we have?
We got 82.
82. Can we make it up to 100? I'm hoping.
What time is it? Where are we? We got 2 minutes. Because I got to get. I got to get out of here too. I got to go. Okay, Amanda says she can't find any mention of a Van Halen tribute band with that guitar player, the guy Dave was talking about.
I think that Dave was on mushrooms that day. I think that's. I think that, you know what happened? Dave took some shrooms and he walked into like a restaurant and he thought he was in a concert hall and he's looking around. Holy shit! It's Van Halen, but they're all chicks and they're pink and they're all chicks. Sir, can I take your order? Sir, are you okay? Sir, can I help you? You're like Eddie Van Halen, but like a chick. Are you like Evie Van Halen or something? Wow, it's a big arena. Sir, I'm going to call the police. I'll have to ask you to leave. Oh, this is like awesome. Wow. Yeah, so that was Dave was just lying for attention, I think. That's terrible. That's terrible. Just, I don't know. And thank you, Amanda Coombs, who did some serious Scooby work. Let's see who's really behind this mask. It's a dude. It's really a dude. Yeah, so that was Fem Halen, and we'll give them some free publicity because I like the girl's pink guitar and I love pink merch. So I'm gonna go give them some money after we get off the air tonight. And let's see other fun sponsors. Speaking of fun pink things, Swiss Picks, which I love dearly. Our friend Pete, friend of the show, we highly recommend Swiss Picks, or at least I do. I know the other guys have a bunch. Very, very cool. Mm-hmm. Bang Energy Drink, thank you so much. Yum. Yeah. And of course, our regulars, Tessie Switch, Jasco Plumbing, Jasco Plumbing Supply. Who else?
Kenco Door. Steve Carmichael.
Steve Carmichael.
Yeah, he made me the guitar pick
That wood holder, that
thing.
pick holder you use.
The pick holder.
Carmichael. And Red Dragon Guitars, who I highly recommend, as well as Capital Guitars and Rainbow Guitars, who I've also had good business with. But Red Dragon really came through for me once. So we love our sponsors, our regulars, friends of the show. We love you, our audience, and we'd appreciate thumbs up if you could. If you're enjoying, subscribe, tell your friends. Don't forget to watch.
Yes. And I would like to give a shout out to 3 Monkeys Solderless. Right there,
Right.
they do the solderless patch cables. Right there, they're very cool. I did a video on these last week. There'll be a card for those.
Very
awesome.
cool.
They're awesome.
And Community Cumstain is one of my favorite names on the chat. Says Johnny 5 is one of my favorite guitar players. Even though we weren't talking about him, I love your name. Linny Lou had tons of fun tonight, and her mother Mary is giving thumbs up or fingers from bed. It's dark. So Linny Lou's mom Mary is fingering herself in bed, and we really appreciate that. Thumbs up to that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We really like Linny Lou and Mary.
Oh my gosh.
We have some great women in our audience. Thank you all. Really, we really do.
Oh my goodness.
Love you guys.
Huh?
Anything else tonight?
Thrash Metals tell me where are we? Johnny, reply to Joe84 and send him pics for the super chat. He doesn't have PayPal. Okay. Send me an address. Message me an address. Thank you, community. All right.
And listen, if you guys have anything band-wise that you want us to talk about on Tuesday nights, because it is about guitars and 80s heavy metal rock music, message me on Facebook, Jonathan Mancuda, and let me know. Because tonight we talked about Metallica, Megadeth, Alice Cooper, Vinnie Vincent, Halen, and a whole bunch of others, and Van Halen, of course. And just let me know, and I will be happy to shoot my wad all over your page.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
we'll be happy to talk about it. Just let me know in messages if you want to talk about a particular 80s metal band. Let me know.
Awesome. Where are we? It's 8:04. Okay, I got to get out of here. I got to walk with Howie, and then I'm driving up to Walnut Creek tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have dinner and masturbate, not at the same time, but it makes its own gravy.
Oh, yuck! All right.
All right. We love our audience. Thank you for watching tonight. We will see you next Tuesday. Tug my tit Tuesday, tickle my taint Tuesday, tug my testicles Tuesday, and tech more on Tuesday. Thank you, guys. We love you, guys and girls. We love you. We love you. Leave comments. Leave thumbs up. Subscribe.
Yes. Yeah.
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 Bang energy drink. Ah!